Hello everyone, welcome to Laurence Plays, and it's Wednesday. That means it's Dyson Sphere program time. How last week? What was I doing last week? Yes, I got all the red science working at a significant rate because there's two big stacks of them. Thank you, Mark. I'm hoping to. Hopefully, it won't be too frustrating, and I'll have lots and lots of fun. So yes, last week the big thing I did was I escaped my starter planet. Went all the way off over here to Alifa 3, where I stocked up on I stocked up on a little bit of titanium. So I now have 331 titaniums apparently, which is a start, I suppose. And I'm hoping that this is going to be enough to get me up to having the interstellar logistics system, and then be able to start flying automated ships back and forth between this planet and the other planet in order to bring the titanium over. Because if I can avoid it, I'd rather not have to lug that around by hand, flying out there myself and getting lost and missing planets and stuff again. If I can, I'd rather have everything automated because that's just, well, better, obviously. So let's see, there were a number of things that needed to be done, and I went through this in the video, but I made the video most of a week ago, so let's refresh my memory. So in here we see we've got the yellow science requires diamonds and titanium crystals. The diamonds I'm going to make from carbon by cooking it again. That's fine, that's easy. The titanium crystals are going to require the titanium, which is fairly fine. I've got some of that. I've got 300 of it, so I can make 100 of those. I'm not going to be able to make enough science packs in order to get the next research. I'm going to have to go and get some more. Oh well. But still, I can get it all set up and hopefully working. Then I've got the organic crystals here, which I can make from plastic and oil. So I need to start making plastic. So let's start off with the diamonds first, because they're going to be easy, comparatively. Which one? So it's this one here. That's sort of awkwardly high up. Does it go? Right. Let's. Oh, it's high up because there's a big puddle here. So I could. Probably the sensible thing to do would be to start making the diamonds way down the other end of here. So let's do that. Let's extend the bus here. I'm pretty sure that's not what I said, but it was definitely the it was definitely the what's the name? The implication of what is what I basically meant, if we're being honest. I just didn't use those particular words because I'm far too polite, far too well brought up. Come on, bots, carry on, finish placing stuff. Right. So I think the other thing I'm going to need to do now that I'm starting to head out into this lake over here, I'm going to need to build a load of landfill. Now landfill is this stuff, which is stone, bricks, and is that steel? I think it's steel. Yes, stone, bricks, and steel. So let's make a load of it by hand first, and then I can automate it afterwards. So it's a load of this. How do you pick up? I've forgotten. Oh, control click. Of course it is. So you see, you can tell it's been a week since I played this game, and I've been playing Factorio in the meantime. And I didn't stand over it and try and press F, but I did press the wrong button. Go away. And you are. Wait a minute. What? Okay, so that's steel. Where are the stone bricks? Are these stone bricks? No, these are stone bricks. Yes, those ones. Right. Let's make let's make a load of this. Okay, I'll make 10. Oh, we've got enough to make 10. I see. Oh, because you need 3 stone bricks for each one you make, so it's fairly expensive in stone bricks. Right. Now, I mean, for what I want to do, I kind of really need to cover this entire area with ground. Actually, no, I don't. Come think of it, the belts presumably. Can the belts just carry? They can certainly go over water. Can they just go straight, sort of through water, as if it wasn't there? Yes, they can. Yeah, that is ground level. Okay, so I don't need to worry about it for the belts, but I'm going to need to put down ground stuff for these things. Oh, will it not? I thought I was okay. I was expecting it to provide platforms over it. I used some somewhere in the last episode. Maybe it was over there. I can't remember. Um, so I was hoping it would be. Yeah, here it was. I used a bit here for reasons, and I used them somewhere else as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I may be in for a rude awakening in a moment when I discover that you can't actually build things the way I was hoping to. But for now, we'll just start this making a load more landfill for me. If I put that. Yeah, there's nothing around here that's other stuff I want. So I'll put that there. What's that? Why is there a chunk of wheat belt there? Let's link these up, because otherwise that's going to confuse me again. And it won't let me do that because, of course, it won't. You can't build a belt. You can't just build a belt over an existing belt and expect it to continue it. But right, okay, so that's that. So I wanted the stone bricks, which is this one. So come along here, then I'll put in. Hopefully, I'll be able to put in a splitter here. We shall find out in a moment. No, not that button. That button. Splitter. Except I knew I was going. Yes, I was going to put down the foundations first. Will it let me just put those in the water? Let's find out. Good enough. It's filling in the the water, the wet area well enough for my satisfaction. It's not like in Dune 2. Oh, there's a game for sort of a bit of nostalgia, where if you built on if you built on any area without building concrete first, then your buildings immediately took 25% damage and were significantly weaker. Happily, it's not like that. Down. I'm surprised I haven't run out of power yet, actually. So it's that one, and then steel was the other one. So that's where was steel? Oh, steel's there, and he's going to need to go over. That's not a problem. I can do that and that, and bring it over to about there. Will do. And then I can put in another splitter. This one's easy because there's plenty of land here. So just put that there. Is that lined up reasonably? Yeah, I think it is. That's a belt. Belt? Good. Oh, it's there. I threw myself off by losing track of the 3D-ness of the game, as usual. So I want that to come over here, so to about here, and then go down, like that. Then I can put in a couple of inserters. That and that, and then this machine I can program this one to make the foundations, and I'll be able to grab them out of there reasonably easily. Now I should probably also put in a. Oh yes, I do remember finding out about the soil pile thing. Yes, that it's so when I put these down, that was what was filling in the water, was it? It was just using that up, and when I've used that up, I'll have to go and find some extra hills to eat. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe worst case, I suppose my bus jumps over the. Stop flying. I run out of fuel. Worst case, my bus has to jump over this lake and then carry on doing stuff over here. Maybe after turning through 90 degrees and going off this way. We shall see. For now, we'll at least make a little bit of this. So we'll make it 10 at a time, because either that's going to be enough, or I'm going to have to completely change how I'm doing everything. Either way, you know, I'll work around it somehow. So that's that one. What was the other thing? Oh yes, I was going to try and work on the blue side. So I wanted to make the diamonds. Diamonds are my next best friend. So I need another. No, I don't need one of those. I need one of those, or maybe several of these. We shall see how it goes. Yeah, that can go there. Let's put in 2. I don't know how many of these they don't stack, do they? No, they don't. That'd be silly. Put them down there. Give them power, of course. And then we can have. We want you to make diamonds. Can you do that for me? You can. That is out of carbon. Good. What's this one then? Oh, from the other ore. Okay. And you also are to make diamonds. That means I need the carbon belt. Where's the carbon? If I just not brought it over... Oh, it's here. I just couldn't see it for looking. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to want it to come over on this grid line here. So, I want it to be about where it is. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like I'm probably going to run out of soil soon. I mean, I've probably squashed a few hills in my time, but okay, I've got 140,000 left, and that used 460. So I've got quite a lot of foundation. Sorry, quite a lot of soil, but I probably can't go blip and fill in this entire lake. Okay, that's not so bad actually. I mean, it's not quite as good as I was originally hoping, but I think it's probably going to be alright. At least for a while. And then I can head off to our other planet and build over there instead, because that doesn't seem to have any concept of water. It'll be much easier. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think that'll be alright. And I can feed these in here and here. Bring it out again on the other side with a belt. To a belt, perhaps I should say. Like that. And up. And then that'll go... I don't know. I'll work out where my next empty space is, because I know that quite a lot of my belts have been quite a lot of the lines on the bus. I've now got gaps on it where I can potentially put things. So there's a gap here, for example. I think I could put the diamonds into, because I've been using it for pylons and so on now. Let's grab that and bring it over here, because this is where I am and I want to be able to charge my bot up. Somebody in the comments very helpfully mentioned that if you have two of the towers next to you at the same time, then your bot charges up twice as fast. So that's rather nice. We'll do a bit of that. I like having power very, very quickly. Now are these running? Yes. Oh yes, they are. I just haven't put the exerters on. That's why it's not doing it. That's easily fixed. No. From there to there, there to there. Right, little boxes of diamonds. Excellent. Right, so that's the first ingredient of the next science pack made. The other one was the more complicated one. So I deliberately started with this one. Because it's the easy one. So I now need to also make the titanium crystals, and those are made out of these things and titanium. So these things are the next thing to make, I think. So that's plastic. So I'm going to need to work back up to plastic. So made in a chemical facility. Then also in a chemical facility. So I need tiered two sets of chemical facilities. Now, what are chemical facilities? What are those? I don't think I've used them yet. Oh, there's the other planet in the sky, just drifting past. Oh, lovely. There we go, chemical plant. Okay, I think maybe I have used these. I don't think I haven't started making them automatically. No, I've made the oil refinery over here. That's that one. But I haven't started making the chemical plants. Let's do things properly. Let's make the chemical plants on the bus, but that means I'm going to have to go over and get some more assembly machines first, which are made over here. Yes, those ones. Wander back over, and then over here I can put down another assembly machine. Although I might be going to, again, I think I'm probably going to run out of water, so let's put down some thingamawats at first, like this. Just generally fill the water in. There we go. Now I can put down the production machine like this. Is that not lined up properly? No, it's not. That's too far back. Be tidy lines. Try and keep things in a nice straight line. So put that there. Yeah, that's fine. Now I would like to build a building, which is the chemical plants. So they look familiar. I mean, certainly haven't automated them, but I've got a feeling I've used one somewhere. If we want to make those, oh good grief, that requires 4 things. Are any of those sort of nearby here? So we've got the carbon and we've got diamonds. That's not so helpful. We've got cogs over here, which we're not using. Oh, bricks. bricks are right here, so we've got them. I can bring these round sneak these around the back, and maybe bring them up and down, so that if I do decide I want to put more of these in, there's room for the belt to go through. So let's do that. Steel. Oh, steel's here as well. I can bring both of those round. Excellent. So let's pull up both of these because they're kind of in the way. Then I can grab. In fact, even better, let's use the splitters, because that way, if I do decide later that I need to make more of this stuff, or more stuff from the same ingredients, which is also possible, probably more likely, given the rate I seem to be using things at. Oh, I've already got one chemical plant. Anyway, if I use, where are they? Where are my splitters? If I think I've used up all my splitters. Fortunately, that's easily fixed. Is that no, it's still a storage. There they are. I just couldn't see them for looking. So I put that there or there, either will work, and then another one. Well, I might as well put it in the same place, and I can do the other bit with the belts, and that just keeps things nicely lined up there. So when I put this next building in, it can just go in here without stuff getting in the way. Then the belts come out of here at height, and they go around the back of here like this. And this means, as I say, I can then bring the if I need more machines making diamonds, then I can just run the belt straight under here. Brings down like that, and in there, and then again over here. From there across here like this, at the same point, down to here and up there. I mean, I don't know why they didn't line up properly, but I don't know. What can you do? Like that. And on the other side, we need to feed the belts actually into the back of here, because that doesn't just happen. And there we go. Iron and stone bricks. Excellent. So now, what else do I need? So that's the iron and stone bricks. I need glass and I need green circuits. Green circuits are already over here on my sort of back bus, but I don't know, I feel wrong having too much stuff brought around the back way. So I'm going to bring in, especially as green circuits are just over here, I'm going to bring some more of them in. I'm going to raise up the ground about here like that. And then I can bring this belt. Actually, no, let's put in the splitter first. This is how my inventory gets into a ridiculous shape, but by just me trying to get one thing and getting the wrong thing, and then going for another thing and just generally making a pig's ear of it all. Okay, I see what's happening there. Put that there then. Belt goes from here to here, and from here to here to here. And then we need glass as the final ingredient. Where is glass? Glass should be fairly obvious because it's shiny and clear, and oh, here it is. This one. Wow, this hasn't been used for a long time. Okay, I mean that's fair enough. I mean, in theory, I should probably try and keep my bus up to date and just running along with everything everywhere all at once, or whatever the film's called. But I haven't been, so. Is that going to go over the top? No, it's not. I need to go up again. This is like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. There we go. And over this patch as well. Combat gameplay. What's TGS? Oh, is this the is this some sort of a new update for Dyson Sphere program where they're going to introduce combat? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Combat is not my favourite part of Factorio, so I suspect adding it into Dyson Sphere program might just upset me. We'll see though. I mean, I won't write it off, but I won't say I'm looking forward to it. Now, and I'm fully aware it's my fault for sort of the way I'm moving things, or way I'm putting things back in, but I wish your inventory would keep itself tidy. Okay. Yeah, Tokyo Game Show makes more sense. I'm not sure I'd be particularly eager to have combat in the game, but I'm sure they could balance it in reasonably sensibly if they tried. There we go. That should now work. Are you? Yes, you are working. Excellent. So I can now let that run for a minute or two. That'll get me a supply of the chemical plant, and that's going to then allow me to go over and start making the plastic, and then making those weird green biological crystal things. Oh, it's so hot today. I'm just, yeah, sticky. It just feels the air just feels sticky. It's not nice. I might have to finish early so I can go and shower before I go to bed, but not this early. All right, how we do? 5, yeah, that'll do. That's more than enough. Okay, so I think I want to keep my. I feel like I want to keep my petrochem stuff over here, just to keep things a little bit organised. I'm not sure I have any good, particularly strong reason for wanting to do this, but it feels sensible to make plastic over here. It also feels sensible to recharge my robot, because otherwise it's just going to end up standing around looking sad. So we'll do that. Okay, let's have a look at the recipes again. So making plastic requires oil and carbon. Well, we have the oil here and we have the carbon here, so those are both very, very convenient. Then the other one was making the crystals requires the plastic and then more oil and water. Oh, I'm going to need to make a water pump as well. That doesn't, again, seems okay. And there's a convenient pool of water just over here, so that should probably be alright. I'm assuming the water is going to come out in little bricks as well for no apparent reason, so that should make it nice and easy. Now, ooh, the glass production is not keeping up now. Oh, it's because it's filling the bus back up again. That's alright. Probably don't need a second machine in here. Although actually, let's put a second one in. Ooh, look at me using the shortcuts. Yeah, so I could probably fit. Let's see, how big are chemical plants? Right, I could fit like the 2 rows I need in here, but that's a bit tight. The other alternative is to do it perhaps over here. What's this? Oh, this is a box of This is a box of sin or something, I imagine. I don't like building off on the wrong side of the bus. That just feels wrong. I could put it way over here, I suppose. Feed in the yeah. If I put that there, and then there, then there's room to extend it backwards if I need a little bit more space, but also room not to if it's absolutely fine. So, I've also probably not left enough room for all the inputs. So I want to make plastic. What's it? Okay, you can make sulfuric acid as well. Nice. So no, first I want to make plastic. So that's the oil and the carbon. Oil gets to hit. Why is that wrong? Who set this up? This should obviously be 1 block further across. So let's just delete all of this. Oops, slightly too far. I can come to there, and then to right. If I bring this across to here, now if I put in no, this, yeah. If I put that there, then that'll feed that along there as expected. And then, oh, I can use the other output from this one. Haha, that's neat. So if I feed this belt into the bottom of there like that, and then out the top of here like this. What's it doing with the 3D-ness at this point? Okay, that's staying high. That's fine. Then we can get to there, and then down. No, okay, stay high to here just in case, then go down like this. Yep, that's good. And then this one, I can feed it out the other side of here, come across like this, and then go down over here, and that gets me both of those in. And I've only had to put in one extra, what do you call it, splitter, which is quite nice, because I could use the back side of this one. That's really quite satisfying. It's the first time I've actually managed to pull that off. Then over here we need a couple of these, like that, to feed the ingredients in. I need another belt over here, like this, to feed this out, and probably to bring it up, and then over here. And I'll decide where to put that later, because I don't need the plastic over here right now. I just need it. I need the this machine here to then make the little green crystal jobbies out of plastic. And oh, I should have, damn it, I should have put the oil on the other side. I mean, it's not too late. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's move this out one. So I want to then place my what was that? That was one of these. So instead of there, I want to put it there, so we can then have the oil belt come actually. How awful do I want to make this? And the answer is obviously, oh, actually no, I know I could do this. Pull all that up, and you, there we go. That could just go underneath this one. It's kind of ugly, but everyone likes a bit of spaghetti. And what's the point in playing a 3D game if you don't make the spaghetti even worse? So go down there, across there, up there. Yum! That's some spaghetti. Oh, I almost feel bad. Out. In. In. And then over here. Now the question I have is are these these crystal things going to be used for anything other than the science packs? I don't know at the moment, so I will put in a belt with the assumption that they're going to get taken away somewhere. But for now, actually, I just want to make them into these titanium crystals. So what I'm going to do is run a belt, basically like I've done with the other one. I'm just going to run a belt along there like that. Then I'm going to have a look to see what these things. Stop it. These things are made in, which is an assembler. Okay, that's fine. I've probably got some of those. So I can put down an assembler. I've forgotten water somewhere along this process, and I can't remember where. So you are to make the crystals. Yes, this one requires water. Damn it. Okay. Let's learn to plan ahead, because that would be useful. Have a belt come in along here as well. Why not? And then we can feed the output here and the input here, and then we can put one of these in like that, and that can be fed from. So I want this one to make. I want you to make the. I want you to not be right down there. There we go. I want to make the titanium crystals, so I need the titanium to be being fed in as well. That's fine, I've taken that into account. So we'll bring in the titanium like this, and we'll bring out the other things like that. And so we have, over here we have an input there, we have an input there, and we have an output there. And that will be that will eventually be titanium crystals. However, I still need water at this point. Oh, I see. So if I use this and hold down shift. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, thank you. That's very worth knowing. I'll have to try and remember that. I mean, I probably won't, but I will certainly try to. Yeah, usual provisos about my memory apply here. Yeah. So yes, water. So I need to make an offshore pump. That'll be in here somewhere. Buildings. What does an offshore pump look like? Water pump. I don't have the necessary for this, but it doesn't tell me. I thought it told you what you didn't have in sort of in the things down here. It clearly doesn't, but I thought it did. Maybe it's only when it's a machine. So, do I have the iron? Yes. Do I have the stone bricks? Yes. Do I have the electric motors? No. That's these ones, isn't it? Yes, it is. Now I can make one. Bounce. 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 Wonderful thing about robots is robots are wonderful things. Water pump. Need liquid source. How much liquid source do you need? Okay, so that can go there. Now I can play which of these things was the water input. Obviously, presumably, yeah, it must be this one, which is actually in line with it, which is quite impressive. Okay, let's whack the belt in across here then. Thump. There we go. Right, I think, with the exception of getting titanium onto this belt here, I think that's finished. So let's put in some power poles and find out what happens. So if I put these on the back, then it'll just power everything from one set of them. Ooh, so that has to go. I don't want to put it there because there's a belt in the way. Right, I'll put it here, snuggled up in there, like a cozy thing. Another one there. Right. I hear bubbling noises. That's a good start. This seems to be. It's making bubbling noises. Yeah, there's stuff happening. Stuff happening. It's grabbing them. Excellent. That's doing as it should. This is still not powered. Not you. You. Oop. And now we have boxes of water jelly coming out. Actually, it's not. No, sorry, it's not jelly. It's not translucent. It's just very, very shiny. I still can't get over the way liquids are transported around in sort of cubes, and maybe they're ice cubes, and it's colder on this planet than it looks, and than the trees all around me imply. But okay, what are you doing? You're not getting any oil. Did I miss that step? I clearly did. Yes, I did miss that step. Well, it's lucky we're not playing. Well, we have a cunning plan for a Factorio challenge in the future, and let's just say it's lucky that this isn't that. I won't say any more because spoilers, but you'll find out about it fairly soon. As long as you're on the Discord and coming along to all the streams, you'll find out about it, and it'll be very exciting. Oh yes, it will. Okay, so first off, let's put in a box for this for the time being. I will expect this to be coming down on the bus sooner or later, but for now, this is going to be a box of titanium. Oh, yeah, 331. That's about what I expected. So we need to put that going across there like that. We need to put that going from there onto there, and then boosh, we have a supply of titanium, and that should give us the titanium crystals. So that's a very important step. Now, I think I've got everything I need in order to make the yellow science. Yes, I've made the diamond somewhere. I've made the titanium crystals. So where were my diamonds? Oh, they're right over here. That's mildly awkward. I might do a reverse bus thing with these. So bring them over here, put them into a splitter, and then pass them back up this way, and just do my yellow science production here. I'm getting a bit spaghetti and spoiling my main bus. But if I do that here, then I can get the belt somewhere over the top of the bus, somewhere really high up, because this is 3D, this is not Factorio. I can make it go as high as it needs to, and I think that might work. So let's put in one of these here. I'm trying to make it line up with everything else I put down, just on general principles. Let's put that there. Boom. Then we put down. Where are the diamonds? There they are. So that's coming across here at about here. 2,000 soil pile. Well, all right then. If it must, it must. There we go. That's enough room to put down one of these. I'm getting slightly better at the shortcuts. Have you noticed? I actually used shift click to select the thing I wanted, and again. I hope you're all very, very impressed. I'm both impressed and somewhat surprised. I didn't even collide it with other. Oh, I got that slightly too close. Okay, I haven't quite learned to read the grid yet. That's not in the right place. So we'll move that from there Get another one of them. Put it there, I guess. In that case. If not, if that's not the right place, it's far enough along that it's not going to be more than the right place, but it's certainly out of the way. So bring that to there and then shove it in there. Yeah, I think I might have done slightly more than I needed to there. And out the bottom of here, come across. I said out the bottom of there. Yeah, you can just come straight across here. This is probably going to be the only thing that requires the diamonds, but if not, then I shall put another splitter in here at a later date. You are to make yellow science, and I need to feed you. Oh, I need to put an output belt first as well. Yeah, that was what I was assuming, Mark. The soil pile would be determined by the depth. But so yeah, slapping it down out in the middle is going to be far less efficient. But still, sometimes you just need to build it in that sort of area. Oh dear, that was apparently powering my everythings. Let's put them back in over here. And put in a normal pylon as well, so this area just carries on working even when I mess things up again. I don't know what's linking to what. Okay, we'll put one of the towers there. We'll put another one there, just to make sure it absolutely has power. Alright, charge the robot, charge the robot, charge the robot. Also, place an output belt. So that can go... Output belt goes from here. I'm going to want to take it up at least 2, so that it'll go across all of this stuff. You in a straight line still? No, you're not. Okay, I can bring it to here, here. Oh, 3D is fun. Here. Then here. Now it can come back down again and go along parallel to this one. Oh, okay. Oh, you can see. So it's only a temporary thing. So you hide the coal patch but then can get it back later if and when you need it. So that's worth knowing. Right, and then bring. Nope, can't do that. Bring this in here like that, and like that. Come on, little construction bots. Construct all the stuff. Oop. No, don't run away from construction bots. That's unhelpful. There we go. Actually, do land over here because batteries. Right, and then over here we put the those things in. We put the diamonds in, and we get the yellow science packs out. And then we realise there's no power for that, and we put down another power pole like so. And that should be. Yes, there we go. Now we're making yellow science. Now we're making it very, very slowly, and knowing what this game is like, I imagine it's going to take twice as long to make this as each of these do. 7.5 hours in. Sure. Okay. Good. Well done, me. So these take. Yeah. Okay. I don't care if it's too far to operate. I just want to know how long it takes to build. Actually, I could probably tell that in here. So these ones, 3 seconds to make the blue, 6 seconds to make the red, and only 8 seconds. That's not too bad. 8 seconds to make the yellow. So I should probably try and build a similar sort of construction as I've got with the for the red ones over there. And I think these things I have just been building in my pockets because I haven't needed all that many of them. Look at the little yellow glowy bricks travelling around the factory. That's quite cool. So let's get started on the interplanetary logistics system. Make it so. Oh, I can't. I need to do the planetary. I need to do high strength titanium alloy first. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to mean even more titanium then. In order to get those sciences scienced, and then probably in order to make lots more titanium. But sure. So it's titanium and steel and oil. Okay. I mean, sure. I guess that is roughly how alloys work. So I can't complain too much. Let's get. That gas giant filling the sky is a little bit intimidating. Right, so that's yellow science being yellowed and also being scienced at the other end. What's notable is the whatever we're making here is getting swallowed up. What are we making here? Plastic. The plastic we're making here is getting swallowed up literally as fast as it's made. This machine does seem to be running as fast as it wants to, because this is only running at a certain speed. Well, that looks like it's probably full as well, because 10 is a round number. Okay, so everything, all of the previous stages, okay, apparently I have to grab some wood. All of the previous stages are running, fairly idly. So that's fine. I can just leave that. I can put more on the top of here without running into any problems there, I reckon. So yeah, let's make some more science metronomy buildings. What goes into one of them? Buildings, sciences. Yeah, see, that's what I meant. Last time I don't think I got these red highlights on the things I didn't have. And I probably did, and I just couldn't see them, and I wasn't certain enough of what I was looking for to know what I was looking for. But yeah, it felt like it didn't work. I want to make 2 of these, please. Make one as green circuits. Actually, I want to make more than 2, don't I, really? Just pick up a little bit of everything I need as I need. Right, how am I doing now? That's where are they? I've made 5. Okay, that's actually too many because I can't stack them quite that high, and I can't close this window when I've got something in my hand. But never mind. One. Well, there we go. I've still got 1 left. That just sitting there. Right, there we go. That's going to quintuple the speed I'm making them at, as long as the inserters can keep up. So let's watch. Let's see if this top machine does actually light up. How are you doing down there? Little insertory things. Or is it something else that's... Oh, is it the supply of these things that can't keep up? It might be. Either way, that's... I mean, it's quadrupled the rate they're being made at anyway, which isn't too shabby. But yeah, we're definitely having an issue with how fast we can compact this titanium down. All right, let's put in another one of these. Here. Now the problem we're going to have now is how to get the green crystals over there. Now I could reverse the flow of the polarity of the bus. That would work. It's not quite what I want to do though, I don't think. Oh, am I short of blue? So you're right. It's not particularly tall. I might as well go over and put it on there. I don't think it's needed, but I might as well put it there, so there's somewhere to put it, just in case I do a massive blue science research at some point. Right. So you're taking this in, putting this out. You're also taking this in, but you can't because it's not being brought this way. Let's do that, and then that. And then I can put this belt in the other way round from here, like that. No, I can't because it's left a piece in the middle. There we go. To try it again. So that goes from there to there. And then we need an Why is that not working? Why is that not outputting on? Maybe it is, and it's just... Let's try deleting that bit in the middle and see what happens. I'll probably just break everything if I do this, of course. So delete that. Maybe delete that as well. Fine, we'll just delete everything and start again with this bit. So I want to have a belt coming along from here, like that. Then I want to have an exerter like that and an inserter like that. Would you mind just working? Would that be too much to ask? There we go. Right. Okay. So that's gonna double the amount of the titanium crystal things that I produce, and therefore hopefully that'll be enough to get this up and running to a proper speed. Although it's dropped down to only two speed at the moment. Why? What are we short of? Not enough. Okay. It is the crystals. Okay, so it was running quickly when it was running through the buffer in here. Making these titanium crystals seems to be quite a big job, and it takes quite a long time. So I think we might have to just leave that, especially as I'm going to run out of titanium fairly soon. That's well, I would already have. It's always all that titanium is gone. Okay, so my next trick is going to have to be to go back to that other planet and pick up a load more titanium, because that's my limiting factor at the moment. Very very much so. So how are we doing? British structure matrix, one of the 5 source codes, yeah, sure. That's all obvious stuff. Let's. It's probably too late to say this, but let's claim a few pieces of titanium and a load of hydrogen and attempt to make some of those nice shiny fuel cells. I don't know if I actually can, but it'd be very nice to be able to make some of these hydrogen fuel rods. Yes, 1 titanium, excellent. So I can make these and use these to power my my mech. Make 3 of those. I also want to ditch any random junk in my inventory out here. So let's see. I don't want to have any of these or any of these. I'll keep the oil just in case I need to burn it to keep the mech in coping. We'll take the silicon out because I brought that back. I don't want wood. Don't want that. Probably got enough wood. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'll keep the basic infrastructure stuff. Keep those. Don't need iron. Keep the hydrogen, I suppose. Thermal power plant. Now I don't have any. Oil. I don't have any. What do you call it? Hydrocarbons being dug up on the other planets. So that won't be any use. The arc smelters I will take. I won't take those. I don't need that many belts. I will make more of the. Oh, I've run out of hydrogen for it. That's what. Make some more fuel cells. Make it so. Is there anything else anything else in here I don't need? I'm going to take the mining machines with me just in case, and the smelters. I don't think I need thermal. No, I don't need a thermal power plant. Those are going to go in the fuel. What's the name? I do want to take. Let's put this on while we're thinking about it. Let's put this on here, just because it's somewhere to put it. I don't need that many. Oops. I don't need that many of these. I certainly don't need any stone bricks or glass or whatever those are. Yes, I have remembered power, Mark. Thank you. I don't know whether you're referring to power for my robot or power for the planet, but either way, yes, I need to remember it. So I want to get some more of the more of these wind turbines. How many am I getting from there? 51. That seems like a good number, but let's add a few more to it just to call it 60. I mean 62. Yeah, so I can put more power. I can add to the power supply on the other planets. That's fine. I can add to the number of. I've got sufficient mining over there already, but I can put in another three arc smelters on each one. Now, to be honest, I think the rate it's producing at is probably actually okay. But I think there's no harm in having a bit of extra anyway. Let's have a quick charge up over here, and I will take these things with me so that I can. I can use them to recharge, even if it just wrecks the power supply on that planet while I'm there. Right, where is that other planet? That's my next question. Oh, it's quite close. That's not too bad as these things go. Let's yeah, head off quickly because it's getting. Actually, no, it shouldn't be getting further away. It should be getting closer. But let's go anyway. So, no, not here. Right, I want to put all of this in there. We'll just burn that for fuel to keep me going, and I'll try for a record break, well, personal best breaking run in order to get over there. There we go. Sail mode. Go that way. Go that way. Yeah. And boost. Whoosh. 600, 700, 800 and stuff. 800 and change. That's pretty quick. Now I just need to make sure I smack into the planet rather than missing it and going sailing off into the wild blue yonder, or wild black yonder actually. But let's go that way. Try and head it off at the pass. Yeah. So this you can see at this point why I want to get into whatever interplanetary logistics going as soon as I possibly can, because this, I mean, yes, okay, it works. It means I can go and get the things I need. by flying over there, grabbing them manually. But in Factorio, you wouldn't run off to the nearest iron mine, fill up your pockets with iron, and then bring it all back for the for your for your smelteries, would you? That's just a nonsense. You set up a train for it, or at the very least, you set up belts. So I think in this case, having having the little bot, the interplanetary logistics bots flying back and forth to do that for me, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I wonder if I can get to 1,000 meters per second before I arrive. No, no, I can't. Not enough power. Bonk. I'm glad this robot thing seems to be quite resilient. Okay, let's do some more power. So, where's the closest I can put it? There. Grid. Grid. I don't know why I've stopped at that point. Let's go off this way as well. Because why not, basically. Oh, I'm running into issues with the... Actually, no. I don't know what I'm running into issues with. I don't care. It'll work. There we go. That's how I wanted to do it. A nice grid. Don't mess with me. How many of these have I got anyway? I know I'm running out of... I've basically run out of giant stompy robot power to charge up my little things. But how's this doing for the fuel? Okay, it's burning through that quite quickly. It's got through all of the oil, unsurprisingly. We're working through the first of these hydrogen containers. Now, how much power do I have over here? Let's have a quick look at the graphs. Power... Lots. Okay, so at this point, I don't think I'm going to feel too bad. It's going to cause everything else to stop, of course, but if I go like that and that, then I can charge up from here as well, and then we can have another look at the power graph, and it's going to be comical, because suddenly I'm producing all of the, trying to use up all of the electricity there, so maybe putting down both of them was a bit extravagant. But it's filling this up nice and quick, so I'm kind of okay with it. Down another row, and another row. I don't know why I'm going over there, that's a bad idea. Stay over here and charge. How many of these? I've got another 11 of them. Yeah, that's my plan. In fact, that's a good point. Let's take these out of there so we stop using them and just start relying on the local available energy instead. Right, let's charge enough now. High strength titanium alloy, yeah. Ooh, get rid of those. Right, pop out the bots, go and build the other 6 or so. There we go. I think that's probably, hopefully, going to be enough power. Maybe I should have brought some solar over, but I'm not making solar yet, so I can't. So there we go. But yeah, I've basically gone 100% wind power on this run, which is, I don't know, it might be foolish, but we'll see how well it goes for me. I feel like I should fill in these gaps, like that one, and maybe that one, and that one. I've still got 8 of them left as well. Right. That means that now over here, we've got more than an inventory's worth of the titanium made now, so that's good. Let's put in down a couple more of these anyway, and a belt along the bow. I didn't put the belt in first, so I have to put the exerters, but never mind. That's not really a hardship. I can do that and that. There we go. Make titanium even faster. Then over here. Another one of them, like that. And this time we'll have the belt come. I suppose the belt will come along here and then go like that and like that. And then I can exert onto there and insert onto there. Now I'm not going to bring back any... No. I'm not going to bring back any of the silicon with me because I don't need it yet. And whilst I'm sure I am going to need it soon, I'm going to hang on to it for now. I'm just going to bring... I do know, however, I need all of the titanium, so I'm just going to grab that. Interesting, it hasn't actually completely filled my inventory. I was expecting to have quite a bit more of it than that. I was expecting it to be just sort of straight, grab some out of there, and boom, my inventory will be completely full. But all of these are running fine now. So by the time I come back again, having used all of my sort of several thousand titanium, there'll be a lot more waiting for me and ready. So that should be okay. In fact, there already will be a lot more waiting for me. So another 50 or so. Okay, this can't keep up. Fine, let's. Do I have any? I do have some of these. Let's just upgrade that. There's an upgrade button somewhere, isn't there? That one. Upgrade that. There we go. Oh, that's much easier. Yum, 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 yum. Great. Okay, so quick power charge, and then I shall be away to go back home again, and start using all this glorious titanium I've grabbed. I am going to have to, of course, put a few more stacks of storage containers on top of the one that's storing the titanium at the moment, but I don't see that as a problem, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see having too much of a resource as a bad thing. Right, let's go to, where am I going to? I'm going to that one over there, Alpha 3 Moon, Planet Mediterranean, that one, indicator. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, is that off that way? Sure. Oh, okay, it's basically above the horizon. Go there. Oh yeah, fuel. Bloop. Okay, so the amount of power in the robot when you jump off into when you try and escape from the planet is enough to get you up to about 600, well, about 664 apparently, at a reasonable speed. I'm going to turn the light on. It's got dark since I started playing, which is quite impressive. It's obviously getting on for that time of year now, where summer is basically over and the night it starts to get dark a bit earlier. But never mind. All right, yeah, this is reasonably quick. I don't mind the wait too much. Pull up a little bit. Let's try not to fly into the Alpha 1 because that might be bad. I'm not sure. Well, actually, it's slightly further away. So if I fly into that, if I do fly into Alpha 1, it's because I've already missed Alpha 2. Trying to play spot my base so I can try and aim for the right part of the planet, but I can't see it. And last time I did that, I ended up missing everything. However, I am on completely the wrong side of the planet. Not quite 180 degrees out, but not far off. Okay, let's go this way. It's always the way, isn't it? You aim, you get the planet right, but on completely the wrong side of it. This always happens to me in Kerbal as well, so I end up having to pay an absolute fortune of having my rocket parts recovered. Look, that's an impressive sight to see looming over the horizon. Mark, your message makes me want to reply with "no you," but that's because I'm basically a child. There we go. Lots of titanium. So now things can start to run happily again. Maybe I should upgrade this one as well. I'm not sure if that's actually necessary. Whether it would have just caught up. I think so. I didn't need to do that, but never mind. Right. Good. Now we have a decent supply of titanium, which means in theory we've got at least potentially a decent supply of yellow science packs, which means I can now start doing that. That one. No, I can't. There's still something else to run. We've done high strength titanium alloy. Requires reinforced thruster. Fine, that's an upgrade, isn't it? Drive engine. Are you a reinforced thruster? No, you're actually just our drive engine. Maybe it's not a technology. Maybe it is an actual. Oh, I think I remember seeing it was down here somewhere, wasn't it? No, it's just reinforced thruster. There it is. Okay, make that one. I could have had that running while I was away. Oh well. Now we can enqueue that one. I am indeed for upgrades, Mark. You're quite right. I know what you meant. I'm sorry. Okay, I lied. I'm not actually sorry. All right, what else can we do that's cheap and just for fun here? Sprayed to the car. Proliferator, when sprayed to the cargoes, an extra product gain or production speed up effect will occur. So it's a speed module or possibly a productivity module. Sure, why not? Deuterium fractionation. I don't know if that's useful, but it's sort of, you know, I feel like I might as well pick up the tier 1, 2, 3, 4, the tier 5 researches, just get them done because they're going to be cheap and easy. Energy storage require supermagnetic field generator. Okay, so I haven't got that one yet. Is that one? That is that one. Unlocks, well, that piece. Okay. Sure, why not? Yes, you're probably right, Metbar. If the entire base, yes, if the entire base is covered, the entire planet is covered in base, then I can't miss it. That's very true. I might land on something and break it though. I don't know if that's even a thing, but I feel like it could be. This is struggling to keep up. That's interesting. So one of these going into one of these is a reasonably good ratio. I need to make a second one of these. Basically put down more of these. How much time are you running? All the time as well. Okay, so essentially all of this should just be done by direct insertion because they're all running at about the same speed. That's worth knowing. I could continue this way. Problem is, I also need the other. I don't need the other ingredients to be brought in as well. So direct insertion is not quite such a good idea. Although maybe I could. Yeah, let's delete that and put in that, and then the same over here. I want to module can apply to the okay, so you add it to a resource and the resource becomes a bit more proliferative. That's an interesting way of doing it. So it would mean that what's going on here? Oh, I see. It would mean that the you're ending up having to make all of the resources better. So it's something you have to keep doing to everything, but then it doesn't matter which machine it goes into. Interesting idea. Which stage required the water? I've forgotten. Yeah, this one, wasn't it? Yes, it was this one. This is all that's diagonal. I hate it. Why isn't it going into that one? Probably because of where I clicked. So well, never mind. Right, so I now need another one of these, but I can't put it there because that's in the way. Another one of these there. Where can I actually? Oh, lack of item. That's helpful. You? Yes, you. Oh, did I put them in here? No, I just used up all the ones I made. Let's try that again. So, I want another one of you there. And I want another one of you there. Then I want more of this coming out this way. More of this. Don't care so much about that. Core energy is low. Where did I put my charge? I haven't put my charge down yet, that's fine. Put them there. Right. Okay, so I need to put in too many things on screen. Let's get rid of some of these. So that's feeding that in there. Good. And over here we need to feed that out to this. We've got the output feeder there already. I haven't linked those two belts up properly, but we need to get that. Let's try again with the belts. Trying to do this properly this time. What's going on in there? Why are they not joined? What's going on? Let's try this again. There we go. Now it's working. But we also need another inserter on this one to go into there, like that. And then over here, okay, we're grabbing the water as it comes out. Well, we would be grabbing the water as it comes out of there if there was any, but there isn't because we've broken the power there. But we'll take that out. I can then make another. No, undo. Oh, I can't undo. Control Z. Let me try that again with slightly less fail. Where's my assembly machine? So there's an assembly machine. So put that in there and there. There? Will that reach? I guess we'll find out. Then we have an inserters. One going from there to there. Still doing it at a funny angle. There to there. Also funny angle, but for slightly different reasons this time. Yeah, that's the same. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 across here. 1, 2, 3. I think that's right because one of them is putting out onto the belt. No, it isn't. Ah, one's trying to take off this, but yeah, okay, so that probably is right. Let's drop in a power pole and see if it just starts working. Plenty of water. Oh, these need recipes. What do you want? Oh, these. Yeah. Right. How you're not outputting. And the fact there's that there, it suggests they're supposed to be inputting as well. So let's try and get this finished. So input. Oh dear, wait. Output. No, can't do that. Get rid of that. Oops. Oh. It's so easy to misclick. Let's try again. Right, belt. Going this way, okay. It's a bit weird, but sure. Oh, that's the titanium being brought in. Fine, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Right, so then logistics, we need to load that in there. We need to take that out to there. We need to load this into there and that out to there. Are we all happy now? Is everybody? Yeah, the machines are running. They're feeding stuff out. These are buzzing. Right, I think I might have doubled the throughput there with a lot of fiddling and faffing and annoyingness. But it has worked, and I've got twice as much now, so that's good. We're also not actually using the yellow science at the moment, so we can let it back up along this belt over here, and that's good as well. I am slightly surprised that this isn't filling up a little bit faster than it is. It seems to be running at about the same speed that it was before, even though I've now got 2 machines doing it. And the answer, I guess, is going to be to make another over here and get some more and plumb the water around it as well, of course. But it's a bit weird that it's still this slow. Okay, we've got 3 going now, but I'm sure it was working better than this before. Oh well, let's put in another set of machines, and just keep working on it. So this carries on like this. Boop. This will have to go over that because there's a patch of stuff there. Oh wait, someone said if I drop a piece of foundation on it, then it'll go away. Let's give that a try. I haven't got any foundations in the box. Let's try putting a piece of foundation on it like this. Nope, that hasn't worked. You lied. Lied. So I'll get rid of a bit of it like this and this, and then we'll try and put in a belt coming out like this. Out going over the top and down again, and lots. Then what else do we have? So that one's the direct insertion one. We don't care about that particularly. Then And over here, this is the titanium being brought through. I care about that one. That's needed for it. So I'll bring that over there like that. And then this is the one that's bringing out the crystals and keeping them safe. So I need to get the water over to here as well, which is ironic given there's more water here. I could put in another pump and just put it in the other way round and feed it the other way, but that seems wasteful, especially at the rate the pumps seem to be capable of producing water at. So let's do something. Oh, okay. Choose lay foundation decoration, vein restore. Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Well, I'll try and remember to take another look at it next time. Okay, so put it in the middle clip like that. Oh, I need to recharge the robot. Stomp, 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 stomp. Zap. So my plan is to put in probably here. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Yeah. Ooh, that won't fit. I was going to say my plan is to put in a splitter along here and pass it straight over the top of this, but I don't think there's actually going to be room. And also, I don't think there's anywhere to put in a splitter that won't intersect with these buildings. So maybe put it in here. Will that work? Let's find out. Can I put a splitter here? I can. Nice. Belt goes in. Belt comes out. Can't explain that. Can it go straight over the top of this? I mean, it'd be amusing if it did. That's a tall building. Let's not do that. Let's just stick it one level up. I said one level up. There we go. And then go round side like this. And down. There we go. I think that's all the belts I need. So if I now go you go. What do you mean lack of height? Have I used up all my assembly machines? Are there any in here? Yes, there are. That's where I put them. And oh, there were chemical plants in here. I just didn't see them because I'm bad at looking. Okay, let's copy that to here. I'm not. It's not going to get me all of the bits and pieces I need, because all of the inserters I need, because some of the things just aren't known about yet. Need foundation. Collide with what other objects are you colliding with? Foundation support, fine. No, not that one. That one. Foundation, needing foundation, I'm fine with. That's okay. That's understandable and acceptable and stuff. But the needing, yeah, the collider. Oh, okay, so it's just not feeding into the side of the other building properly. So, in theory, I could probably put it about. I want to save a bit of space here if I can. So, okay, I'm going to put the chemical plant down manually and then hook it up. I said I'm going to put the chemical plant down. Stop trying to copy the other one. I just want to put the chemical plant in. Oh, it will. Okay. That's weird. Not sure I quite understand what's going on there. I'm also not sure if I can get at the water from here. Yeah, this is water. Let's find out. And actually, better idea. I learn from you guys. I hope you're impressed. Right. So that can then go from there. I wanted to go down like that. What are you complaining about? Okay, so be horizontal when turning. Like that, 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 that. There we go. Now that means I can look in here and I can try and squeeze in with one of these, loading this machine. One of these loading this machine. And why is that so long? No, not like that. That's horrible. It's about like twice as long as it needs to be. Get rid of that. Put in that. Alright, we'll go on the other side of it then. We'll go from here straight to the side of the machine. There we go. And then over here, yeah, oh, it's got the input. Okay. Right, that should be okay. I mean, ignoring the power thing for now, as usual. Now, I think I should be able to just copy-paste this one straight in here. Like that. Again, no power, but I don't care, because I can just do this. There's plenty of gaps around here for power systems. Do that. And then, now I can actually just straight up copy-paste. Or at least I could if there was a bit more land here. So let's fill this up. I don't seem to have run out of earth yet, which is quite nice. So put that there. That there. I should have put this one in first. Start again. So start off with this one. So that goes there because that's as close as it can go. That then goes there, about there, so it matches. It doesn't really, yeah, there will do, so it matches. The exact positioning obviously doesn't matter all that much here. I'm just trying to, but I think I might as well keep them lined up. And if I can do the copy and pasting, then it's a little bit easier. There's probably some sort of blueprint system I could be using here, where it's just say do all of that, but exactly the same, but again, and it would be happy. But I haven't discovered that yet. Right, this machine is running well. That's good. When you say inspires you, do you mean it's giving you ideas that you're then going to try and replicate in Factorio? Because that might be horrific. I don't know if I can approve of that. But I am now making like 4 times as many of these crystals as I was before, and I still think this is a really slow process. 8 per minute apparently it's running at. And that's the speed that, well, nearly 9 per minute when it's running flat out. But yeah, we are just having to wait a while for these crystals to come through. Is it the plastic? Yeah, the plastic production seems to be the limiting factor here. Although it is just enough, this machine is basically running all the time. So I struggle to care. This is quite well balanced. We're going 1 to 1 to 1. And now over here, we've got all of these buzzing away happily. So I think that means we're good. And in fact, even more so, this belt is full, so we're definitely good. Look how bright those are. Everything else is sort of muted and gloomy, and then we've got the belts of the science packs glowing and searing the eyeballs. We're doing just red research at the moment. I feel like perhaps I need to put another... Maybe I shouldn't have put that on top of there. Maybe I should have put it on top of here. Because this, at least right now, this is the limiting factor, because we've got absolutely full of red, and that's the only research that's being done. So this will make things a little bit more efficient. And seeing the inserters light up down there is quite nice, because I can tell that the system is keeping up handily with what's going on. Right, yellow science is sciencing. That's quite nice, and quick and reasonably quickly as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to 5 seems to be a reasonable ratio here. We'll find out later once I actually start doing yellow science whether I've got the ratios correct or not. Yeah. So about 4 minutes left to go, depending on exactly. Oh, it seems to be it's going down reasonably quickly. I mean that. Honestly, that could be smoothed a bit because there's plenty of input. It's running flat out. It should be able to give me a smoother estimation of how long it's going to take. Even Windows can do slightly better than that. I do note that I am now actually using the reds up faster than I'm able to create them, which is interesting because only some of the machines are running. What have I run out of at this point? Ah, I don't have enough carbon coming through because it's all getting turned into. It's all getting turned into diamonds, presumably. Let's charge up a bit and then go over there and have a look at the carbon production, because I think that's going to be pretty easy to improve. But let's take these with me. And I can fly over to the carbon production, and I can put the power things down here. And while I take a look at it and try and work out where my problem is. 80% power. Okay, 80% is kind of acceptable. I mean, it's yeah, it'd be nice if it was a bit lower than that, but I might have to go out on another frenzy of putting down wind turbines at some point. Or maybe I'll start burning some of this refined oil I've got, because that tank is still very, very full, even though I've started doing things that were supposed to use it up, like this. But I have more hydrogen than I know what to do with. Even though that's interesting, because I'm making the red science basically as fast as as fast as I can, except there's a shortage of the carbon. So I guess the yeah, this isn't running as quick as it might. Now, what I want to do, I was thinking about this in the last in the last video, sorry, is actually I want to cut this here. And what's the best way to do this? So what I want to do is have these machines always able to find some hydrogen to run off. So I need to separate the input and the output belts basically, and then have the priority. Yeah. So actually, let's repair that like so. Then let's put in another belt along here. Can I squeeze it out from here? I can. Excellent. So do that. Then all of these outputs should be onto the new belt. So I need to get rid of that and that and that and that, and then put these from there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. Oh, that's high up, not further across. Okay, in that case, I need to get rid of this bit. And then... Now... Oh, no, still got that selected. This, I want you to come along here like this, then go up. Like that. And I want to cut this here, like that. And have this feed sideways onto the other one as a low priority thing. So that, if I do that... There we go. So now, if I understand my factory games properly, that should mean that I'm... Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now it's prioritizing the hydrogen that's being produced by this system out of the liquid fuel. But if we run out of that, then we can start producing it from here instead. And this also has the handy byproduct of meaning I should now be making a bit more of the carbon than I was before. It's still not enough, granted, but it should be a bit more. And also, that is some incredibly horrific spaghetti. Oh, do the splitters have priority? Can you prioritize splitters? I'm not. Let's have a look at this one. Can you? If I put, do I need to put the belts in first? Oh heck, you're right. I did forget the filters. Oh yes, you can prioritize them. All right, all right, that would have been easier. I didn't know about that, but now I do. Thank you. Right, so you, how do I prioritize you? Oh no. Interestingly, the filters are set. Oh, it's because you set the filters on the building, not on the split on the filters. So because I took the filters out and then put new ones in their place, they've got the same filter set on them. That's interesting and quite surprising. Good evening to you, Berkelier. I mean, you don't have to worship me, but I've been called worse things than a god, so I'll let it slide. I'm going to put in another mining drill over here. At least I would if I had one. Hang on, I do have mining drills. Why is it saying missing machine? Oh, mining machine, not missing machine. Put that there. And then I can run a belt around the back. Like this. And this. Boop. Now, I don't really care which order they come out of this in, so I'm not going to worry about prioritising or not prioritising on this particular one. Connect belts? Where did I forget to connect the belts? You're probably right. I mean, don't know which ones I've forgotten to connect, basically. Right, these are now running a little bit more efficiently because there is now more coal coming in than there was before, so there isn't a shortage anymore, so that's all right. Fair enough. I mean, you're I'm not going to complain about getting the respect I'm possibly due. Who knows? Let's put in another 3 of them. That won't work. They need to not be there. Hooray! Reinforced thrusters thrusting. Now, I only wanted that as a thing I needed before the next tech, but never mind. This is slightly upsetting because of where the inputs are on these things. I need to put them offset like that. But I'm only slightly upset by that because I embrace the spaghetti and yeah. What's saying you only adopted the spaghetti. I was born in it to multiply it and all that sort of stuff. Right, and then the inserters along here. Oh. 3D camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, 6, and paste. Right, there we go. That's not doubled the throughput because I ran out of smelters, but it has increased it by a significant chunk and not brought it up to a full belt load. Do I have any more in my sin box? There's the sin box. Any more smeltering machines? No. Okay, I can go and get some more though. I think I have automated construction of those. I'm assuming that's still going to be insufficient for absolutely everything I've got going on, so I will make some more. Are you my smelters? Yes, you are. Oh, gotcha, Mark. With you, yes. Okay. Are you impressed with me? I'm actually starting to pick up some of the shortcuts in this game, like shift click to copy and when you want to copy and paste something. But I've run out of power poles. I must construct additional pylons or acquire additional pylons. Those ones? I think it's pylons. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm on it. You probably know that now, and are only telling me because of stream lag. So yeah, that's okay. Is there room for one more in there? No, not without moving the belt. All right, I'll just leave it like this. I'll stop being greedy. I think my question is that now sufficient? And the answer is clearly no. Despite the despite doubling the carbon input, it's still all just flowing straight through down. Oh, ooh, no, maybe it is starting to back up a little bit. No, maybe it isn't. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, now it is. Yeah, I think it is. I am now just beating the requirements. Yeah, the switching back and forth between the two games is causing me a few. I don't know, actually, no, I think Factorio is sufficiently ground into my brain that I'm not at any risk of forgetting how to play that. But yeah, the answer probably is to start playing Factorio on both Mondays and Wednesdays, and maybe even Fridays as well, and just abandon the and not play Dyson Sphere program until afterwards. But yeah, I think it's quite nice to have a variety in here, and I'm aware that some people who are playing also have actual lives where they need to do other things as well, so probably not an option. Right, how am I doing? For science specifically, I thought this is a why what? Well, firstly, why have I got 10? No, I haven't got 10. What's it? So why did it say 10 there? I thought that meant the number I had in my inventory, and I don't have any in my inventory. I'm confused. Presumably it's trying to keep these in proportion with each other. So the fact that I went in and went, oh okay, the yellow cubes are required take much longer to build, so I'm going to need more machines making them, was a little bit unnecessary and over ambitious, because when you do a research like this, it requires 10 times as many of the other ones as well. So it's really using the yellow ones up very, very slowly. That'll probably change. There'll probably be other ones that require them in very, very similar numbers. Let's have a look. Or at least very, very large numbers. No, again, it's a tenth of the number. Oh, here we go. This one. Gas giant exploration. Exploitation requires the same number of each of them. And yeah, as you get as you get further up, you do start to require them in very similar numbers. It's just early on where it's sort of balanced in a weird balancing way. Okay. Energy storage. Ooh, accumulators. That could be nice. If I'm going to start using solar, it'd be absolutely necessary. Solar, and then solar sail orbital system. These don't require very much advanced tech at all. This is probably something I should be working towards and try and get some orbital solar going. Now, is this to go around the? Yeah, so this is to start making the Dyson swarm. Okay. Oh, I can make 10 from my inventory stuff. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, so I was wondering if this is going to be sort of orbital solar sails, but no, but it is orbital, but it's orbital around the sun rather than around the planet, which is fair enough. This all seems. Actually, I don't know what those things are. That go into the solar sails. I haven't made either of those. Oh, so presumably one of them is a photon combine. Might have been a photon combiner. Yeah, photon combiner, and the other one is presumably. It looks like a low density structure from Factorio. So it might be that. It might not. We shall see. Geothermal extraction. That'd be quite nice. Let's do that and then that, because I think having geothermal power would be very, very useful. It occurs to me I've put lots and lots of effort into doing the getting the yellow science up and running, and then I've hardly touched it. So that feels a little bit silly, but never mind. I'm just doing stuff as it seems cool or interesting. Now, is there anything in here that's going to be useful? So the logistics carrier capacity, I don't need to worry about that yet because I haven't got the logistics carriers yet. Ooh, vein utilization. That's worth having. Mining productivity, basically. Oh, geothermal's only on volcanic planets. That sucks. Okay, all right. Thanks for the warning. Vein utilization 2. That's manageable as well, probably, until I start. Oh, actually, I've only got 3,000 titanium, which means I can only make 1,000 yellow science at the moment. So that can wait for now. Sorted cargo. Ooh, stack inserters. It has to be the Mark IIIs though. So yeah, stack inserters. Vertical construction N+1. Maybe. I think at the moment I don't feel like I need that. I mean, okay, this research is going relatively slowly, but also I haven't looked at all that much stuff yet. So solar sails last for 300 seconds longer. Sounds quite nice, but drive engine 3. Don't want to increase energy consumption at the moment. That's not going to be helpful. Universe Exploration 3. I can't do that. I haven't got those. Mecha Core. That's worth having. Mechanical Frame. That would be worth having, but my queue's full. That's, again, worth having, but... +1 construction drone tasks. Oh, nice! Drone can perform more than one construction task at a time. Blueprints. I haven't actually started using these at all yet, so don't care. Makes it burn fuel quicker. Maybe. Okay, well I've got lots and lots of things in my research queue now, so that's going to keep the research system very, very busy. What is my limiting? Is my limiting factor blue science at the moment, or passing through the blue science? Yeah, it seems to be blue science construction. Well, let's take all of those and put them in here. There we go. I'll speed things up for a moment at least. It means I lose my sight insight of how fast the science is going. But yeah, I think I need to make some more matrix labs for my blue science production. In fact, possibly, I was going to say I need to make a second row for blue science production, but It's going to be tricky because I'm pulling that straight in off the bus here, which is not how you're supposed to do it. I could move all of this back a bit and have put in the splitters and everything. Or I could just put in... Actually, I could put in the splitters anyway and just run it up the side there. That might work. Yeah, I just... Oh, okay. Manual research reserves. Yeah, I found them sort of accidentally, so I technically know that now. But thank you for the explanation because I totally didn't realise. Oh, only one of these is running because I just dumped a huge number into here. So this has got more blues than it knows what to do with. But as soon as it starts to burn through them, then we should get the research going again. Why have you not got any... I think I need to upgrade these. I'm not certain. No. I have run out of fast inserters. Alright, let's try and make some fast inserters. I should probably automate this, but I'm just going to do it manually for now. They're building technically, aren't they? So fast inserters, that's these ones. Need some more of those electric motors. You know what? While I'm waiting for all this science, I'm going to automate Tier 2 inserters. Sploosh. Let's not fly around because that's bad for my energy consumption. Oh, Tier 2 inserters take Tier 1 inserters, don't they? That's going to be a faffle. Yeah, so, okay, what I actually need to do then is not build it over here. I need to find where I'm making the Tier 1 inserters, which is over here somewhere. And then replace this chest with another assembly machine that takes in those and also takes in these, which are really conveniently right next to where I want them to be. So I'm going to pull that up, which is going to absolutely fill my inventory with inserters, but never mind. Then I'm going to try and see if I can squeeze one of those in here. Let's give that a shot. So that's an assembly machine, goes here, but I need to have... Actually, that's going to be all right. I can put it there. Yeah, and there'll still be room for an inserter to pass across there, so that's okay. Do that, and then I don't think I can get an inserter to go from here to here. That'd be a bit too horrendous, but I can do something equally almost as bad. So get rid of that. There we go. I can have a belt come from here to here. Oh, did it? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to need to automate them at some point anyway, so might as well do it now since I'm halfway through it. And then boop, 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 boop. And a box. Let's put in a box like that. I'm quite pleasantly surprised that all this stuff is just fitting in where I want to put it. That never happens. 2 stacks is probably plenty. And power. Yes. Power. Power. Boom. I keep right-clicking and dragging to try and pan the camera instead of middle-clicking. It's very frustrating. You can have... How many have I... I've only... Oh yeah, I've got loads. You can have as many of these as you can hold. Can you put them in the output side of these machines? No. Okay. That's just a Factorio thing then. Okay, so now I've got those. Well, I had them before, as was pointed out to me very helpfully. Thank you. Let's come over here and try and upgrade these things again. So, oh yeah, you're right. I'm on the conveyors again. That. There we go. That one does seem to be running faster than it was before. So maybe there was a throughput problem there, and I just couldn't really tell because it was flickering happily. I kind of miss having the being able to see the research that's going on. See it ticking away merrily over here, because it gives me an idea of how it's getting on, and it's just sort of nice to see. That wasn't there until I did this. Okay. This is running acceptably. Let's see. So the bottleneck is presumably the blue ones. Yes, it is. So I need to put in another science thermometer on top of there. So let's build up another one of those. These I do seem to just build manually because it's easier than I don't need them in particularly large quantities basically. So I might as well build me a Scientitron. Put it on there. There we go. Maybe I should do the extra height research. Have I put the extra height research in? No, I haven't. I don't. None of those icons look like it to me anyway. So that should now buzz away a little bit faster, a little more happily. This seems to. Actually, I was going to say the inserters seem to be keeping up. They are, but only because the supply of coils is not. So I think that means it's time to put in more belt across here like that, and a belt going across here like that. And then we can copy that to there, and boom. And as usual, there's a power pole missing, but that's always the case, so it's easily rectified. Go like that. Now that should double my throughput of these things. If I've oh no, you need copper as well. Yes, that's being fed in over the. That is absolutely horrible. But okay, I mean I can feed the copper in here, but that's still a horrible design. I should be ashamed. Oh no, it's because I didn't have splitters when I was setting that up. It's horrible, but it's forgivable, or at least there's a good reason behind it. Is that going to be able to keep up? Because I've got one insert. No, actually I've got two inserters putting them. What? Okay, so I've got one inserter putting it onto this belt, and one putting it straight into the machine. Ah, and then round here, that's taken from there. Right. Okay. Let's make this a bit less awful. So if I pull up all of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, then I can put in a splitter in here and just do this vaguely properly. Only vaguely, but oh, I need to get rid of that as well. Splitter, right, try it again. Rotate, put it in there. Then I can have belts again, so that one wants to feed into the bottom, feed out the bottom, and feed out of the top. There we go, much better. As long as the general copper supply, the overall copper supply can keep up. The next thing I need to build might end up being faster belts in order to upgrade some of these things like this copper supply. Because this I suspect, I mean it's okay at the moment, but I suspect if I'm not careful, at some point fairly soon, the limiting factor here is going to be the rate the copper's coming in. Now at the moment, the limiting factor is this because I've done the same sort of horrible thing over here. So let's just do exactly the same upgrade as I just did. Get rid of all of, like I said, get rid of all of this. And then we can just replace that with a splitter. Do it properly, like that, and belt in here, and out, and then up and out like that. There we go. Much better. Now we can have the full flow rate of the belt coming through here. I mean, we're going to get to the point where we don't have enough magnets being made, sure, but at least that's sort of we've pushed the problem back an extra stage, which is the important thing here. Hello, Tristan. Welcome to the stream. And actually, that is keeping up just about. So I think we are. Yes, the backlog on the belt is getting slowly longer, so we are actually okay at the moment. It's a shame you can only stack some of the machines. So I really like being able to stack these things because it means you can just go and say, yes, I would like that to be faster, please. And the same with the cargo crates. You can just basically say, yes, I would like to have a lot more storage space there, please. But you can't do it with the machines where I actually want to, like the assembly machines and the smelteries and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's kind of a shame. But that has basically I've solved all of my problems here by just going in and upgrading it to use the splitters, the proper splitters, rather than the nonsense where I was doing it before with the sorters. Sorry, Chunimbu, you'll have to use Google. Filling circles into. Oh yeah, yes, filling. Yes, there are circles that fill up. Yes, you can see the circle growing around there, and it's now very nearly full. Yeah, but watching numbers go down is a bit more satisfying, especially when it's a large number, than watching a pie chart grow, because the pie chart grows more slowly, and it doesn't give you quite so good feels to which particular packs are being used for it, I think. Hurrah, space elevators! If only we had those in Factorio as well. But give us a few weeks, I'm sure we will. I'm not sure how many a few will be. Maybe 8 or 9 or 10 or something. Try and get rid of the insects buzzing around my monitors. There we go. Interstellar logistics station. Right, so I can put logistics vessels in the station. Right, so I need to make a space elevator now, which is a small space elevator plus 40 massive titaniums and some purples. Good. And these things, which are titanium, refined titanium, big chips, and thrusters of some sort. Okay, well that's lots of stuff I haven't started making yet, so that's going to be interesting. But I think that is a thing that I want to do, TM, because over wherever it is, I have my chest of. I've still got almost 2,500 titanium in it, but we're going to need. I'm sure we're going to need more at some point, so I need to start making some space elevators. Right. Okay. What have we got here? This is the hydrogen coming through. Why is there a big shortage of hydrogen? I mean, it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be a thing that I have loads of now, but apparently it's not. Now, I am very tempted. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, because this thing is supposed to be boosting the amount of hydrogen I have at the expense of the oil, which I've got too much of anyway. So I'm going to break this for now and force it to all go through here. Now this is going to cause this to back up. So what I'm also going to do, because this won't actually help in the long run, is break it again here. And this, I think, is going to make things a little bit better, because it'll mean there'll be a certain priority for the other one. So put that in there like that, good. Then I can belt this like that, no, that, up, and that. Okay, I haven't deleted enough of this yet. There we go, that'll do. So now I can put that belt going from going from here. No. Going from here in here, joining on to where is it? Here. And then I shall investigate the prioritization system that somebody was talking about a minute ago. So you're a conveyor belt. I want to prioritize the bottom one. There we go. Now I don't want to filter it. I just want to prioritize it. No. Well, that just. Even I don't know. Let's watch. See what happens when this fills up. Because I don't want it to be a filter. I want. It's an input priority now. Output priority. Yeah, sure. But now is this going to be like a Factorio splitter, where if it can't pass it out the bottom one, it won't pass it out at all if you put a filter thing on, or can I? I mean, because I want to do that really. I just want to have it prioritized for the bottom one. It seems to be working, but it's kind of hard to tell. Don't know. At the very least, though, we're now putting all of the hydrogen through the more efficient process where we increase the amount of it there is. Now, what I could do, I suppose, is go full Covarex on this and feed this back into the system again. That might actually be a good idea. Is there any way to turn belts round other than deleting them all the way along? As far as I'm aware, there isn't. So I'm going to make a start on this, doing this differently. So do that. Then I can put this belt in all the way along here. I can't see what I'm doing. Where's my robot? There's my robot. All the way along here. Like that. and then in there, like that. Oh, actually, that would do, I think. What I was actually planning to do was have them both feed into the input side, but so no, yeah, so it fills that up. Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, the priority's wrong as usual. So what I also need to do is delete all of that, and then have a belt coming across from here into up there, and then here I can prioritize the lower. Oh, I don't know which input to prioritize. Prioritize the lower input, I think. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that's weird and kind of horrific and ugly, but it's gonna boost. Yeah, it's gonna mean I'm going to boost the hydrogen as much as I can with the machines I've got running here. These are going to be running constantly, producing the hydrogen and the extra carbon that I clearly need. But any excess hydrogen is then going to be passed out of the system. So I'm doing yeah, it's basically a Cobra X processor going on here. Also, let's now remove this kink because it's a shame. There we go. Right. Is that better? I think it probably is. I have to admit I'm not certain, but I think I am now going to be producing more hydrogen than I would have been if I hadn't jumped through all of those hoops. I do kind of want to extend this further along this way and put in more of these machines, because I think this whole system is doing me a favour. It's producing extra of the stuff I don't have enough of, specifically the hydrogen, at the expense of something I've got too much of. In fact, that tanky there is very, very nearly full. What did they get up to? 10,000, and this is at 8,977. So yeah, I do need to extend this out further. I need to straighten these belts, bring them over here, and then bring them over this way, and just extend this whole thing across, which is going to be an interesting thing to do, because there's too much going on over here already. Oh dear. I guess what I can do though is put all of the random hydrogen I picked up, which isn't that much actually, but into this machine over here. You do take hydrogen. Oh, too far away. Okay. I've got used to long reach and being able to just do things from the other side of the world. There we go, put it all in there. Why I'm carrying water around with me? Well, I mean, I do know. It's because I've accidentally picked it up when I've been doing. There we go. Get rid of that. I don't actually want to carry water around in my pockets. That's ridiculous. I also don't want carbon. I can go in here. I don't want these magnets. I do want to know where I left my charger. Oh, there's my charging poles over there. I'm just going to stand by them in a minute. Isn't there? I'll put the solar panel down over here just because I need to do something with. I feel like I should do something with it. These green crystals can go in one of those machines over there, and that's most of the random nonsense I've accumulated in my inventory dealt with. So things are a little bit more sensible now. Okay, research is being done gradually over there. It's ticking away. Right. Yes, things seem to be working. Oh no, they're not. That tower isn't working. Let's bring these over with me. Boom. Okay, let's charge the bot up while I have a bit of a look at this and try and work out where the problem is. So is it? Oh, it's the supply of. It is the supply of magnets once again, coils once again rather. They're just not being produced quickly enough. Now I thought I did speed that up. Are those machines both working? Damn, I'm to charge the robot up and stuff as well. No, only one of these seems to be working. I've clearly broken that one while I was doing something else. Okay, let's go and have a look. What's going on here? Why are you sad? You're sad because you don't have any copper. You don't have any copper because I took the inserter out and didn't put it back again. Alright then, you can have an inserter. There you go. There we go. That's going to double the throughput of the production of coils now. Is that going to be enough? Let's sort of watch it for a moment. So they're flooding through quite nicely. Some of them are getting past the inserters, but the fact they're getting past the inserters doesn't necessarily mean anything, because it could just mean they're nipping past while the inserter is, busy inserting. But it does. It's optimistic, at least. The stack up the piling things up upgrade, I think, just of all the machines I've got. I mean, thing is, if you look at the machines, some of them look like they can be stacked and others don't. Like if you look at these assembly machines, the top part of them moves up and down. So if you put a second one on top of it, it'll get shaken to bits. These things are reasonably boxy, so you can put a second one on top of them. These things are not boxy. They don't look like you can put a second one on top of them. These things actually, I mean, they've got the legs on them, and when you stack them, they're really, really obvious. But when you just have one, I can't really tell what it looks like. I'm not sure about those. But yeah, so some things can be stacked up, but I think the only things that can be stacked so far are the chests and the research labs. But let's have a look, because there's a thing in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Vertical construction. Plus 1 layer storage, plus 2 layers lab. Plus 1 layer storage, plus 2 layers lab. 1 layer storage, 2 layers lab. 1 layer storage, 2 layers lab. Yeah, it looks like it is just storage and labs that can be stacked, and you can stack them more and more and more depending on how many researches you do, but still only storage and labs. Oh yeah, the sound like Porky Pig. The whatchamacallits, the fluid tanks, those can be stacked as well. In fact, it says so at the bottom of the box text. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, I guess I can claim to be a fellow human. Well, actually, that assumes you're a human. We don't have any evidence of that. I don't plan to start administering the Turing test in this channel unless if you're not really obviously a bot, then you're allowed to stay. And these are being used up at the same rate they're going in, which is sort of neat, but also mildly problematic. How many have we got in here? Oh, okay. The 2 stacks I said to make is actually 400. That's quite a lot. Let's bring that down to 1 stack and just stop there, and that'll stop the consumption of these coils as well, meaning twice as many are available for the science, and therefore solve that problem. Tutorial. Woo. Set up the spray coater on or connect to the conveyor belt and put the proliferator into it, so the proliferator can be automatically sprayed when the cargo of the conveyor belt passes by. Items that have been sprayed with the proliferator will receive proliferator point. Proliferator will also be determined by the proliferator. Effectively. So if you have a Mark 1 and a proliferator point 1, it makes things go faster, more productively, and use more power. Only experience. For example, items for research at the Matrix Lab produce extra hashes, but not extra research? I don't know. Rare receive maximum output can be further increased. Antimatter fuel. Right. So this seems incredibly complicated. I think I better go. I'm going to need to go off and read about it and think about it at a separate time. Ah, yes, the tanks are doing quite well. But yeah, if I extend this, then they'll start using the oil up, and that is very, very nearly full. All right, let's see 3. I don't know how high I'm allowed to stack these at the moment. But yes, that is indeed very nearly full. That said, oh no, my filters. Oh no, I've polluted my belts. Why has this happened to me? Why are you not sorted anyway? You sorted yourself before, and then I completely forgot about it this time. Maybe I don't know. What's going on here? Oh, it's you. You're the. But yeah, see, some of them are set. 2 of them weren't. I'm very confused. But I can see them being set there, but I can't see them being set here. So. Oh no, that's what they're holding, not what they're filtering to. Set filter that one. Okay, this is annoying. Oh, actually, it hasn't got too far. let's just grab it off here then. So there's that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. No, that one. No, that one. Stupid thing. That one. I can't get it. It's out. It's an angle I can't reach. There we go. I think that's clean now. Yeah, maybe removing the. I no, there's another one. I honestly don't know, but whatever it did, it broke everything. So yeah, the hope is now, especially now that I'm using the at the moment because I'm using red science a bit more slowly. There's a bit less demand on the hydrogen, so that's being produced entirely from here, which means it's just passing the same hydrogen round and round again. And making and turning it into that keeps moving. Shouldn't move. Why is that moving? It keeps passing the same hydrogen round and round and turning it into more hydrogen and carbon. So in theory, as long as these can keep up, we shouldn't be using any of the hydrogen from here. So we should be using up the oil, not generating more of it. However, even though I went in here and I set the priority to the bottom, it's still pulling them in from the top sometimes, probably when both outputs go at the same time, I assume. So I might need to use the other sort of old-fashioned prioritization that I was sort of trying to avoid because this is prettier. So what we'll do here, well, firstly we'll pass that into there so we don't run out. Then this is going to have to come along like that, I think, in order for me to... Let's try this, see if it works. Then I can delete a little bit of this. Then hopefully I can build a belt from here, going down to ground level and joining on here. No, I can't, there isn't room. Ah, rage. The other possibility would be to have it meet there, but then they'd be equal. I saw a video of people making weird cursed belt things that are going up and down faster than they're strictly allowed to in the game. Problem is, I can't remember how that was done. Can't do that. It's a collision. What connects? No, it doesn't. Well, he was saying it didn't. Okay, let's try it again. So I'll remove that extra piece I put in. Now we'll put the belt from here down to here. Oh, it does. You're quite right. I obviously wasn't looking properly. Okay, that's much better now though because we've got the steady flow coming past here. Oh, where? I mean, don't tell me that. Tell me which vein was depleted. That'd be far more useful. I assume it's this. No, it's not this one. Maybe it's the copper one. Sorry, I've just got distracted. Oop. Nope, copper is fine. We're not using the copper up all that quickly compared to the iron. The iron, there's 2 iron mines. That one is absolutely fine. This one, I mean, it's not great, but it's doing okay. We've got coal over here. No, sorry, this is oil, which is still fine. Stone somewhere up. We've got oil here as well, that's still going. Coal here, that's fine. Is it you? You the one that's sad? No, you've still got loads you're mining. I don't know which one's run out then. Oh, unless it's on the other planet. That's possible. This is the one that looks nearest to running out, but it's still got 15,000 in its catchment area, and this iron mine is still at 200,000. So, unless, and yes, yeah, it could be that a vein is a single one in the crystal, so it's taken one from here. But I'm sure that had more than 2 when it started. So, I don't know. I'm going to take the somewhat foolish option of just waiting to see what breaks, and then going, oh, it was that one, when I suddenly run out of I don't know what. Unless it's the titanium mine on the other planet. That's the other possibility. Right, all that beating on the hydrogen system seems to have worked. We are getting, this is doing what it was supposed to be doing now, and we're just getting the hydrogen coming out of here and then feeding both of the other outputs. So this is now sort of, essentially, this is basically the Covarex system, but with oil instead of uranium. So it's turning this stuff up here that I don't really want, the oil that I've got far too much of, into hydrogen, using the hydrogen as a... Oh, okay, so I used up a crystal. Alright, so that's fair enough. But I'm surprised that I hadn't used one up before, because I'm pretty sure there were more iron crystals in there before I started than that minus that plus one. Yeah, so we're taking in hydrogen and oil and giving out more hydrogen and carbon as a side effect of the process. So this is working nicely now. We're at least at current rate of consumption. This is basically, and it's not quite producing all of the carbon we need, but it's very nearly producing all of the hydrogen and all of the carbon the factory's using. There's a little bit coming from this mine, this smelter as well, though. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's actually doing something that's doing what I want it to do. Although this machine isn't running, why aren't you running? You don't have enough hydrogen. Have I lost a hydrogen inserter? I think I have. No, I haven't. It's there. Put the hydrogen in the machine. Right, this machine has nothing on the output side, so it's fine. On the input side, it has 3 oil and 1 hydrogen, which is not sufficient to run. Is there a thing that will tell me whether there's a recipe? Yeah, it needs 2 hydrogens to run, but for some reason, this inserter is not inserting. Let's pull it out and replace it, I guess. Yeah, I'm a bit puzzled by that. Oh, that's why. Okay, I should have guessed. No. There we go. Fix that again. Right. Okay. Found the problem. Now it'll start working, and we'll have even more hydrogen being made. So yeah, that should definitely be. Oh, actually, this is now no longer quite keeping up. Maybe now we've got the 4th machine actually running. It'll be okay. I'm ripping through the research at the moment. I'm doing research faster than I'm starting to use the things that are coming from it, which is a bit of not quite ideal, but it's still never mind. So yeah, I should probably extend this, because at the moment it's not quite producing enough hydrogen, and this is still up at 9,400, so that's gone down quite a bit. It's going up again right now because we've just pulled a load of hydrogen through, but yeah. So what would extending this involve? I'd have to move these belts, probably move them way over this way, make them go up and up through here and then across this way and down. That's manageable, not too difficult. I don't know whether I'd like a reminder about using the keyboard shortcuts. I'm not sure which ones I've missed out on. I've perhaps not been using X to cut things enough, actually. The shift, the copying and pasting one is one I've been using quite a bit though, and I'm quite proud of myself for that. Yeah, sad though that is. Yeah, let's do that. I'm also going to have to raise this stone belt up again, but never mind, I can do that. So cut there and cut there. Let's let those just run to get rid of what's on them. I'll need that to be down at ground level. Get rid of it. Oh, I'm going to have to delete all of this manually. That's a shame. That's a lot of oil for me to have just picked up. Let's put that into these machines. And I suppose into here, because what else am I going to do with it? There we go. Need to do something with this stuff. Right, okay, got rid of it all. Good. Now I can get rid of all of this. To there. Oh yeah, numbers, you're quite right, I'm not using those. I haven't learnt those because they're I'm not going to say they're less discoverable, but they're slightly less obvious to me. But yes, those would be useful ones to use. Lack of item, actually. Let's go and get some more of those. There. Yes, there. Oh, yeah, this belt's in the way, of course. Cut that there. Let that trickle through. And then I'll cut it again there once it gets to that point. Because I don't want to end up with more of this in my inventory than I have to. So I'm trying to be a little bit careful. At least to a vaguely sensible level. No! Oh, crap. And there's no undo in this game, is there? When you do something phenomenally bad like that. So it's going to have to come all the way across to... let's bring this to here, like that. Then what happens if I put in a couple of these, like that? Yeah, so it's feeding into the top of there. I thought it probably would be. So I can then put that into the... What are you doing? What height am I even trying to build at the moment? Okay, so that goes into there. Then we'll have come out of there. Ooh. No, down. Out. I hate dimensions. So there, across, down. This is a weird thing. I don't know whether this is probably not the best way to do this, but it's amusing Mark and it's amusing me. So I'm going to carry on. We'll pass that up there like this. Then also along here like this. Where did this go? That's the problem. I think it must have gone here because there's nowhere else it could have gone. Is there anything else that uses this stone? I don't see any problems down here, so I'm going to assume that that's now fixed. Famous last words, I know, but if there'd been any, if the stone went anywhere else, then have I tried what connects to? Oh, if it deletes the things so they connect to a big splitter. I haven't tried that. That looks quite cool though. I mean, it's silly, but it's quite cool. Right, so what was I doing? Oh yes, then I come along here. Oh, I see whether the two splitters connect when you stack them up like that. I didn't check that. I sort of just assumed they didn't, but I don't know. It feels wrong to build a belt right up to next to another one because, you know, that breaks things in Factorio. But this is not Factorio, so the rules are slightly different. Oh, that's higher up. Fail. No wonder it's no wonder it gave me a funny look when I tried to build it. So that doesn't go there. Oh, it goes along to there, right. To be honest, reaching for the number keys is probably okay. Reaching for the F keys is kind of awkward from here. Because I wasn't sure whether I'd have room to start bringing this down in order to hit a splitter over here. Yeah, I probably would have done actually. Yeah, so if I'd started dropping here, it would have been able to go easily into there. So it was because I wasn't sure whether I was going to have room, because I was going to put the splitter in further this way, I think, originally, and then I realised it could actually just go over there. So yeah, it's not actually remotely necessary. It's just a pleasingly silly design. So how wide are these things? 1, 2, 3. So I need to put another belt here, going to here, and then here. There we go. Third time lucky. Then I can copy pasta this to there, and it'll put down all of the bits and pieces. And hope. Yeah, this one has worked. This one has not because of the belts weren't in the right place at the time. So let's get rid of that. And then we need to say output here, and that is to be filtered. So I'll set the filter now, because if I don't I will forget. Then the other one, then also we need to set the inputs up, so we have an input from here to here and from here to here. The output is already placed and already filtered, good. The output here is placed and filtered, and that is all now working. Excellent. Now all of this is ground to a halt because we're not actually taking the available hydrogen away at the moment. So let's now put that back in again. So start from here. Just keep going all the way along here. Now I could go back to bringing it round here as I was before. That might be the sensible way to do it. But where's the fun and sensible? I could just bring it over here like this. Can't keep going here because that one's in the way. But I could go to here and then over this way. And then drop down to here. And join with that one. There we go. Then I need to go and charge up because I've been not paying attention to my battery power. Where am I? Oh, there they are. Now, if I'm running low on battery, I probably shouldn't fly over to my charging point. Okay, so there we go. Now there's a massive pour of hydrogen coming out, which is, I mean, it's a little bit of a, it's not a problem, but it does mean we're going to be using lots of hydrogen. Oh no, so far it hasn't pulled it. There we go. There's some gaps. Yes, it is pulling it out of the refineries as well. But once things stabilise and settle down a bit, and we've filled everything up, then that should stop happening. I think we've just got a rather large belt to fill back up again. So, what can you do? We'll just keep the whole. But then once the system will start running again nicely. How do you rotate the camera? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. I've been told by somebody in the comment section that it helps, and I think I believe them. And I think from looking at it, it does feel like it charges up more quickly. Okay, so now we have to wait for this system sort of to catch up, get back up to steam, full steam ahead again. Let's see if I can fit in another one of these while it's going. So like that. You know, can't hurt to put yet another in, can it? So we'll do that. Give it some power as well, because apparently it doesn't have any. Bloop. There we go. Right. So instead of having 4, we've now got 7. So it's nearly twice as much hydrogen being made. I have no idea whether that's actually going to be enough. What's going to happen with the oil in here? That's gone up by 200 since I last looked. But we've had a weird thing at the moment. I took a load out, and so we've got the. Oh, I can put this into the. I can't put it into the output. I can't drop it onto the belts either, can I? But what I probably can do is go over here and put it into the machine to stop the demand for the time being. There we go. We've got a lot of stone as well. Let's try and get rid of some of that. Oh, I just went. Nice. I should have got rid of the carbon as well while I was at it. Never mind. Right. Yes, it will depend on how strong the power grid is. If you don't have the power available, then it won't charge faster. But I think my power grid isn't too bad. What do you mean click? I've no idea what you mean by click on a belt and drop it in the circle, Mark. Could you be more explicit, please? Right, so that's now filled most of the gaps in. It's not quite filled all of them yet because there's still enough being. I don't know. I guess that's down to the. Oh, gotcha. Right, thank you. That's worth knowing. So I can put stuff on here by grabbing from here and dropping onto there. Okay, cool. So actually that means here I can get rid of that carbon I have by doing that. No, you can't. Oh, you can, but one at a time. Ah, got it. There we go. Yes, I see. Yeah, it's very close to producing it all from the petroleum processing, but it's not quite there. There are some gaps coming along the belt, and they're being filled by this system, which, to be honest, is how it's supposed to work. I was just hoping that there would be enough throughput that it wouldn't be necessary for it to work like that, should we say. Oh well. Yeah, so most of the hydrogen is now being produced from the refining process, so that's a big improvement. And once again, nearly all of the carbon as well. So yeah, I'd say that's going quite well. How is my titanium supply holding up? Still 2,500. Okay, I've obviously barely used any of the yellow science this time. Over here, the red science is trying to keep up, trying to catch up, but all the machines are working. So it's just that we're using it faster over here than it's being produced. That's kind of okay. This is about as big as I feel like I can realistically make this without going in and doing massive upgrades to the production systems. And I think I'm not going to do that. And probably at some point in the future, we'll probably go to another planet and set things up a bit more sensibly. So, you know, basically doing the town system. So from Factorio. So I'll go off and I'll have another planet that makes all of the science packs or something like that, and has the resources brought in, and I can lay things out a bit more intelligently with all of the stuff I've learned, and just try and get bigger and better throughputs of everything essentially. Yeah, so we're not. Oh, I will need to link this back into the fuel belt, the oil belt over there. That's the thing I've forgotten about. Let's delete a bit of that then, and a bit of this. And hopefully that's going to be no, that one enough to go from there, up one, over the top of here, and it's here, is it? Okay. Okay, up two. Round here. Across one. Down one. To here, and then down another one, and join up to here. That'll take a little bit out of the big oil tanks as well. There we go. I could, yes. This planet may well be big enough to do the relay out. Actually, it's yeah, maybe. I haven't really thought about it very hard at the moment. Science is being done fast enough, I think. I spent enough time. I've just been around doing a load of tinkering with it, admittedly, while I've been letting this run. But I've been getting science things have been coming through faster than I've actually been using them. My ears are getting really hot. Science has been running through faster than I've been getting around to doing things with them, as Mark points out by the fact that I can now make the interplanetary transport systems, and well, haven't. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Nope, geothermal extraction. Okay, on the lava planet, as you said, so it's no blooming use at all. But never mind, it's a research that's been done. Yeah, I've got the problem you have with in Factorio as well, where you just queue up a load of researches. They all get done, and you forget about them all and never get around to looking at them. So, I've got the interstellar logistics station. This takes one planetary logistics station, 40 titanium alloys, and a particle container. So to make the planetary logistics system, you need steel, titanium, processors, and particle containers. So I need to learn to make processors, get them on the bus. I need to make particle containers. Particle containers are made from... I don't see them. Yeah, they look like that. Is it just not showing me because I can't hand make them? No, it says you can hand make them. I just don't have them showing up. Maybe I haven't researched them. Although I'd expect if I haven't researched them, I'd expect them to be a prereq for the so not to be able to do this. Maybe I haven't researched them. Yeah, because I can't. I'm not being blind, am I? They're not in there. I just. There is also then the titanium alloy that I'm going to need, which is that. What's that? Sulfuric acid. Okay, well I know about sulfuric acid. That's made from. I don't actually know about it. It's water, stone, and oil apparently. Fair enough. Steel, sure. Titanium. That's the thing I've got. So yeah, I need to make basically the only things I need that I haven't got in order to make this are the processors and the particle containers, and again here the titanium alloy and the particle containers. So I think it's time to go and have a look for these and try and find them in the research, because I think I've not actually researched them. Apply superconductor. Nope. Oh, that's the thing I saw on the in the solar panel things. Processor. Oh, okay. I haven't done these either. So yeah, half the stuff I need I haven't actually researched yet. Energy, it's not going to be an energy storage. No, that's not. No. Particle control technology maybe. No. High strength material. No. Oh, what's this? Magnetic particle. There it is. So I need to do that one. Right. So now, once these two researches have happened, I can build I can build the interplanetary towers. But at the moment, not so much. So I need to wait for those to happen. There was also I was quite pleased to get the vein utilization. Let's see if I can get vein utilization 2. I can. It's going to be it's a bit too expensive in that in the yellows at the moment. Until I've got a good supply of titanium actually being brought over, I think I'm gonna pass on that one. That's a bit trippy, the way the colours are flickering there. I guess it's flickering between blue and red because it's using, each time it uses a blue or a red science pack, it flickers at me. But that's still a bit much. Okay, so I need, what's this one? Mecha core. Let's forget that one for now, or rather move it. No, do run. Move it to the end, because I don't see the point in. Yeah, queue that on the end rather than where it was. Sure, let's move a bit faster. And yeah, I'm not just going through and doing all the ones that don't require yellow. I promise. That requires purple. Okay. Right, so I can't do the interplanetary logistics until I've got these two. In fact, I can't even do the intraplanetary logistics until I've got that one, I think. So I'm just going to have to let this run for a little while. It's possible. I was thinking it was flickering between red and blue, depending on whether it would happen to do a red science pack or a blue science pack at that particular moment. I noticed this is struggling. What are you short of? We don't have enough blue. Why do we not have enough blues? We've got the full stack of machines here building them. Apparently that is not sufficient. So maybe I do need to build up another tower of blue research core thing builders. Maybe I should. Yeah, I should probably do that, and then I can branch them off from here easily enough, and probably from here and run them through the gap. Maybe, yeah, that should work. Okay, let's do that. Let's build another 5 of 5 matrix labs. So in order to do that, I'm going to need a huge number of these. 20 in fact, and 20 of those, and 40 of this. Pretty sure. Yes, because all of these machines are currently running. So the inserters are fast enough. Oh, unless you mean it's the inserter that's passing them across the middle there. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think it's only just keeping up. But I think it is, yeah, because that one doesn't have any in, that's got none in, that's got 1. That one's got, granted the bottom 2 have got 10 each, but it's, yeah, they're all the machines are running, so I think that means there is enough being produced. And glass is the other thing. Glass? Are you glass? Yes, you are. Go. This might be serious overkill, but yeah, no such thing as overkill, only open fire and time to reload. Right, Matrix Labs. As opposed to Matrix Dodge, which is something entirely different. Ta-da! Boom. That was comically easy. Right. Now, I need to somehow squidgelize a system for getting... there isn't room for a thing in here. Or is there? 1, 2... Ooh, not really. I see what you mean. No, my theory was, if these machines are still running, then it must be okay, because if it was filling up, they'd stop. But let's put a second one in anyway. I think that'll fix it temporarily while it moves some of the... Still seeing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, so it wasn't quite fast. It was barely fast enough to keep up. And we've now moved the excess over. And okay, now that top one isn't running. So this belt being slightly too far away is... Oh no, it's a supply problem with the coils again. I mean, that's partly because I just stole a huge number of green circuits, I think. But it's also just that quite simply, I'm not making these coils fast enough. All right, let's speed up the rate and making the coils, because that is clearly the main problem at the moment. And I'll come back to that other issue, the other thing in a moment. So extend this. Extend this. Extend this. Have another one of them, and another one, and another one. I know that's excessive, but I don't care. Right, so then that's pushed the problem back now to the magnet production over here, which is awkward, because I've got the iron smelting in the same place. So what I'm going to do is put in I'm just going to put in a load more smelters along opposite there, and then hook them up to do these new ones can all do iron. Since my iron supply seems to be absolutely fine. Why have you been programmed with this? There we go. Since iron is okay with 4, it's definitely going to be okay with 5. If I cut that there, I said cut that there. I don't want I don't want to do that. Get it right, Laurence. That. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Then pick up all of this. And then... Alright, let's strike... No, that... Keyboard shortcuts for this are not... Keyboard shortcuts for selecting things from here are not very convenient. Because whilst... Yeah, my hand's fairly close to the number keys. Trying to get the right F keys is going to be very awkward. So no, it's sort of nice to know the shortcuts are there, but they're not very useful. Right, so I now then also need to bring this from here round like that, and then what? No, that should be right. Yeah, that is right. Good. As well. Conveniently, they're feeding off onto different belts and from different belts, so I don't have the problem of them, because there's only the smelters only have one input output in the middle of each side, unlike all of the sort of cleverer assembly machines and things which have multiple ones. But never mind. Boom. I think that's everything working now. Okay, so we now should have like 2.5 times as many, no, 3 times as many magnets being made, and actually slightly more iron being made, but that's not so much of an issue because I don't think we're quite as short of it. Although, that said, it seems to be just all disappearing down here now, so maybe we are getting through quite a lot of iron. Are these all working? No, we've got... No, these machines aren't. What we've got... Oh, there's not enough ore coming through. Oh, no. Okay. That means I'm going to have to do some belt upgrades, because it turns out this belt just simply isn't bringing the iron ore through fast enough. Although actually now that's slowed down, it's not so much of a problem, but I think I'd like to fix that anyway. So let's have a look. Let's have a think about making better belts. That requires these things, electromagnetic turbines, which I have not made. So that's going to need to make those. Well, I either make them and then feed them backwards along the bus, and then start making the upgrading the belts into higher tier belts, or I don't know. That's a fairly awkward upgrade. I feel like this. And that one's a fairly awkward upgrade as well. That one's probably going to be even more so. Yeah. It doubles the speed and then more than doubles again. That's quite impressive though. So these would be nice. They're just a bit too expensive at the moment. Oh, I suppose the other possibility actually. I don't know how much this is going to help. Let's try it. The other possibility is to go from here up, down, break that. Actually, no, break it there. In fact, leave those bits as well. Right. So we decided that there's no way to just flip a belt round and make it go in the opposite direction, didn't we? Got the upgrade. We can upgrade, but we can't turn round, I think. So I'll just, to be honest, actually that's dead. It's not going to be that difficult. I'll just delete that and then put a new one in, like that. So it's not exactly rocket engineering. Now I don't know if that's how much that's going to help, because the reason I built the second iron mine over here was because this one wasn't producing it fast enough. So between them, at least now it's being split evenly between the two things that require the iron ore. So we'll see how it goes. Where is all this? All this iron is going into green circuits apparently, which is the iron supply is also the limiting factor for the green circuits. Oh, grief. Do I need to go off and find another iron mine? All signs are currently pointing to yes. There's one just over there, actually. That's not too far away. And one down here. 352,000, 410,000. This has got power already, very, very clearly. Yeah, I think perhaps putting another iron mine over here and feeding that through into here as well would be a good idea. Because there isn't remotely enough coming through from these ones. Yeah, it's interesting what you get through so much of, isn't it? I've only got 44 belts left. I do have 4 mining drills. Let's get spare belts before I head over there. Where am I making belts? I've forgotten. Hooray, processor. I'm sure I'm making belts up here. Wherever it is I'm making belts, I'm putting oh, here it is. I knew I was putting them in a box somewhere. 300 is probably sufficient for my purposes. Do I have my charging towers with me? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's fly over here then. Touchdown, and then while I'm thinking about stuff here, let's get charging, because this is going to be very power hungry. Because I'm going to put in a mining drill here. 9. Yeah, 9's pretty good. 300 a minute. Alright, I'll go with that. And how can you not have power? You're completely surrounded by power generation facilities. Oh, how's that? Are you happy now? Good. So from there, am I just gonna go straight into the side of the factory from here? So from there, it's going to come across here through the. Yeah, I can go through between those. If I go up one level, bring it through the middle of here, and then across to here, and then take a sharp right turn there. That'll work nicely. Okay, so belts from there. Go all the way to about there. I don't know why, but it feels more efficient to build the belts at ground level. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it feels slightly more efficient. Then, what the hell, let's just go over the top of this. Like that, yes. again. Okay, Mark. Well, thanks for joining. I'll catch you later. We'll see. I've got most of the bits I need for the small tower now, so things are going pretty well. Oh, I have actually now got enough iron ore coming in. Apparently, that's typical. Obviously, some demand has slowed down. I don't know. I don't think any of the demand has actually slowed down. I don't know why suddenly I appear to have enough iron ore. But what I'm going to do here is cut this. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll put in. I know what I'll do here. I'll actually use one of the splitters in this configuration for the first time ever. Put that there. Because then I can just feed out the belt here like that. I can't feed this one in, unfortunately, so that's going to have to move back a little bit and then come in higher up, but never mind. That can then come in here like that. And, no, fail. This one can come in here like that. And I suppose this one we should probably prioritise this input. There we go. And use the other one as a top-up. Now, this sort of suggests to me that I'm not pulling in the fact that this is just flowing through like this and is insufficient. I need to put in even more smelters over here, which is a bit weird because I was pretty sure that I had enough when there were significantly fewer smelters. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I mean, I don't have a problem with putting in more of these things when they're needed. So let's just try and get the belt a bit more full. So I told it to build that output point there, the point where that was going to be put onto, but it didn't notice that there was already a blueprinted one in. It just went, oh, I don't understand, and didn't put the inserter in. So, right. Stop flying around. That's a waste of electricity. Can I put this here? Yes. Right. Good. We now have a full belt of iron leaving. Typically, I feel like the amount of demand on the iron has now just dropped because I put in a greater supply of it. I feel like the belt's moving more slowly, but that might just be because it's now filled to capacity. So, really. There was one of them where it was missing. No, they're all okay. They've all got outputs. The one on the end was missing one when I first put it down because it. I hadn't waited for the box to put down the belt before I dropped in the blueprint to put in both, and it's not smart enough to deal with that. Although I said this isn't. No, it is working. It's sometimes not getting enough iron ore through, but it is working. Okay, so now we finally. Okay, we now finally have sufficient on the belts here that these machines are all running flat out, and these are all. But then, interestingly, these are all running flat out as well. So it must be that each one of these researches is taking longer than it did when it was just doing blue. So to an extent, I call shenanigans on this, but on the plus side, at least it has improved the my infrastructure for generating both the coils and therefore the magnets, or rather the other way around, the magnets and therefore the coils, and the green circuits. Green circuits are a little slow actually, but they are. I mean, they're fast enough, but they're. Actually, that machine is only running occasionally. Yeah, these are easily fast enough. And I've also got my iron stuff production bringing in-ingness improved a bit as well. So yeah, that's generally quite a bit better. Yeah, these are not running 100% of the time. This is fine here now. This is interestingly this is more than fine. Yeah, these researchers are taking longer. Must be taking longer per research than the other ones were. Really? Oh yeah, you're right. Well spotted. Russian symbols that I can't pronounce. I'm not. I can't read. Can't read Cyrillic. Cyrillic. Can't say it either apparently. Okay. I guess I didn't notice because they were they weren't actually needed. But at some point I'll probably upgrade this belt, and then they will be needed a little bit. And so it's good to have got that fixed now. Thank you. Yeah, so obviously, clearly, the researchers are each individual research is taking longer for the particular science that I'm sciencing at the moment, because before this wasn't capable of keeping up with this thing, and also the red ones weren't capable of keeping up. Now the red one is a smaller number than the blue one, so we will be using the blue ones twice as fast. You're only doing a red research every other time you do a blue research, so that explains why half the machines over here are idle. But I don't really understand why there's now a plentiful supply of blue when there wasn't before. The only thing I can think of, as I say, is that these researches each individually take longer than the other ones would have done. So that's a bit weird, but okay. I guess I'll deal with it. That rock was in the way. Didn't like it. Boom. Ooh, got some titanium ore out of that. Silly thing is, I can deal with titanium ore. I could put in a smelter down on the planet here and have it unload into this box over here. But it seems, I don't know, how much have I got? 80. It's a potentially useful amount. Why have I got so? I was going to say, why have I got so much iron? It's because I've just been wandering around picking it up as I've been sorting stuff out. So it happens. What else uses iron? That does. Would you like some iron? Not really. You'd like some iron? Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of some of it. Would you like any more? No. My inventory just filling up with nonsense, as is always the case. I'm just having a little bit of a tidy up and trying to get rid of some by putting it into machines that may or may not need it. Mostly not, as it seems at the moment. Oh, there we go. I picked up some wind turbines. I didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Oh no, sorry, pylons. Okay, Tristan, I'm probably going to do the same as well because I really, really need a shower before bed. And if I don't stop playing, I'll carry on till about midnight, and then it'll be too late to realistically shower. So, yeah, probably a good idea. I'm just having a little bit of a tidy up before I think about what I want to do next. There we go, a bit tidier now. Oh, there's still some oil. Let's get rid of that oil, and then I will actually stop faffing around with all this stuff. There, right. Okay, what's next? That's my big question. So, Mark was saying if I should try and get the little what's the name tower up and running. It's not a bad shout. Trying to get for the intra and interplanetary logistics developed. It's not a bad shout. Because they are definitely one of the next things I'm going to want and going to need. But I am a little bit aware that they might be a rather big job, should we say? How's this doing for my power? Okay, those are requesting more power than I have available. So actually, maybe the next thing I should do is go out and put out some more of these things. Or actually, given I've got so much oil, and I still have got so much oil, it's only gone down to 9,200. I could put in a power generation thing that runs off all of that oil. That might be worth having. And I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So let's see, what have we got? We've got a spray coaters, chemical plant, material lab, fractionator, oil refinery, oil extractor, water pump, storage, traffic monitor. Come on, there must be a thermal power plant. Here we go. Uses combustible materials such as coal as fuel, so presumably I can use the oil. I'm assuming I can use refined oil as well. That's not too difficult to make. I have just dumped all of the stuff I would need in order to make it back into the system elsewhere. So maybe I won't do that actually. Let's put out more wind turbines because I'm just slightly wary about how long all of my power is going to last for. How long my oil is going to last for. Sorry, if I start burning it all as power. And I feel like it makes sense to try and use as much renewable power as possible. It might make me rather unusual. Like, oh, what? I've not put them in a straight. I've not put the previous row in a straight line. Those can go across there like that. Oh, come on, for goodness sake, just behave. Across there like that. Is it, oh, it's not doing it because of the one in the middle that it wants to put down but can't. Okay. Do that then, and then another row across. Why can? Oh, there's water there. This planet is bloomin' awkward. I'm just trying to get a nice grid of them together. Like this. There we go. This row is a bit more helpful. Get a decent number up here. And then having done that, I can then line them up across here as well. Have I run into a curvature issue there? I think I might have done. Never mind. Yeah, no, I've just run into the game being stupid because I dragged. There's a bigger gap in there than there needs to be. That's kind of annoying. But there we go. Getting a nice big grid of them over here like this should give me should solve my power woes at least for a while. And then back again across here like that. Yeah, that's those two being placed. Right. That'll keep me in the power to which I wish to become accustomed. Is that all done? Yes, it is. So now if I come back over here, that's not a robot charger. Those are my robot chargers over there. So if I fly over here now, I should be able to charge up a lot more quickly and with a lot less trouble. Yeah, there we go. So my demand is now 32 megawatts, but my generation capacity is 36. So now as I'm over here, I can charge the robot up quite happily without having any sort of I probably wasn't a blackout problems, but it just means I should be able to pull the power in a bit more quickly. And if I do this next Mecha Core upgrade, then they'll be trying to put basically twice as much more than twice as much power in. This is 4 plus 400 megajoules, so I'm going to be more than doubling the amount of power this thing's capable of carrying around with it. So that's going to be quite a big jump. Wow. Water break. That's better. Well, I'm running out of water now, so I dread to imagine how much that means I've drunk during this stream. Okay, so the magnetic particle trap is nearly done, and that was what I needed for the small tower, wasn't it? Yes, that one. So I need both processor and magnetic trap for that one, and I need then the better titanium and the magnetic trap for that one. Okay, so that's going to be. Let's take these with me because I'm probably not going to be coming back for a little while now. What am I stuck on? Fly, my pretty fly. Okay, so over here, what do we have? I'll be needing to make the process. Okay, let's have a look through the requirements again. So, small tower is steel, which I've got, titanium, which I've got in smallish quantities. Although I say smallish quantities, I've got 2,500 of them. Processors and the particle traps. So the processors, these take green circuits and microcrystalline components, which take copper and silicon. So I did bring some silicon back with me, so I can start making those. So that's good. Yeah, whether it's worth making the green circuits and the so that's iron and copper. That's copper and silicon. Yeah, it might be worth making these on site rather than putting even more demand on my current green circuit thing. This is a thing I've learned from Factorio, is that when you're making things that you expect to need lots of, things that are basically intermediate ingredients, it's often a bit dodgy to take them from the existing supply because your existing supply probably won't be able to keep up. That said, I think my green circuits, yeah, they're not moving that fast. I could stick another couple of machines on the back end of here to make more green circuits, and then it would be, I think the green circuit production probably can take the abuse. So let's do that. So let's go from the green circuits, and then these I'm going to need to make directly on site as well, obviously. So we'll make those, and then we'll make the processors. Now we've just finished research for these things. So that's what's that? Unipolar magnets, right? What? I'm pretty sure magnets are never unipoles. Okay, so oh dear, this requires those electromagnetic turbines I was talking about before. So that's a thing I'll have to start making, and copper is easy, and and graphene, which is sulfuric acid and graphite, or candy floss, turning into both. But I don't think I can make the candy floss style recipe yet. So that was Okay, so I'm going to need to research graphene as well. Jeez. Okay. That's that one. So that gets me graphene made out of combustible ice minerals apparently. So that's presumably methane ice. Okay, I still think that looks like candy floss, but sure, let's stick that in the queue as well. I wish you could rearrange things in these queues by dragging, but no. Sorts out. That's mechanical frame and communication control, and let's keep the mecha core because I think that's faintly worth having. But I'll get rid of that one and put them back in again on the other end. So mecha core is running, mechanical frame, I kind of want that, and communication control, I kind of want that. So we'll just shift them along a little bit. Right. So this has been a sort of an endless stream of in order to make this I require that, and just working my way up the chain of just damn well everything. There's so many different things required in here. That's a lot of stuff. So let's think about that again, because my brain overloaded. So I need to make those little green turbine things. I need to make graphene, and I need to make the graphene out of graphite and I can't remember. And sulfuric acid. So I'm going to need to start making sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid to make the graphene. Electric motors are fine. I've got the ingredients for those already, so that's not going to be too bad. And that's going to get me these things. Then I also need the processors, and so that means I'm going to need to make the components, which means I need to start using silicon. Okay, let's start with the things I can do for now. So I think there are a few things in here that are going to be possible. So let's start with those. And by possible, I simply mean possible with the tech and science I have at the moment. Okay, I've run out of foundations. Well, hopefully I'll have enough. So let's put in an assembly. Let's check what things are made in first. These things are bound to be made in an assembly machine. Yes, there we go, assembler. Hang on, this is the wrong thing. It's this I'm going to make. So I need to make these. These are also made in an assembler, and so are these. Okay, so we'll whack down 2 assemblers right next to each other and go from there. So 1, and I've run out. Oh, for goodness sake! I know I'm making these somewhere along here. There they are. At least my bus isn't all that long, and I can travel up and down it reasonably quickly with the robot in flight mode. So it's not too painful going out and looking for things that I need. It is a little bit annoying though. So right, there's one of those, and then I'll put down another one, but I need to have a gap in there so that the inserter will pass across. Okay, that's fine. So that and also so I can get them out of there if I need them again later for other things. So you are to make the components, and you are to make processors. I also might. Oh, what do you need? You need copper. Okay, copper and silicon. Silicon I don't have anywhere yet. Copper is going to be easy. You're going to require green circuits and these components. Okay, so there is going to be just about room around this. It's going to be a little bit fiddly getting the silicon in as well, but never mind. I can cope. I can cope with a little bit fiddly. Right. So, first question? Where is my copper? Copper is clearly not a thing I've needed for a while. No, that's oil. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's oil. Copper, there it is. Wow, I really haven't needed copper for a long time. This is going to seriously upset my copper production system for a while it tries to fill up all of this new belt. This is the other reason why it's worth keeping your bus sort of up to... What do you mean out of building range? Oh, the other end is out of building range. Ah. If I can reach... In fact, if I can reach that end from here, I can probably reach the other end from here as well. And I can just do that and build like a 90 something better long belt in one go. Great. That's quite a lot. I suppose... Will the bots do all of it? I don't actually know, but let's walk up here and give them a little bit of help. And this is the point where, as you can see, we now put a ludicrous drain on the copper coming out of the mining drill, and the smelting facility at the other end, and also on my mech's internal batteries. Have I got the? Am I holding the charges? I am. One goes there. One goes there. There. Right, there we go. Now I can stand. Yeah, I can stand inside both of them there. So now this is going to cause a bit of a problem over. I say problem. It's going to cause demand over here. So we're getting. This is just flowing through at high speed, trying to fill up everything that I've just requested. But I don't think that the actual throughput. There you go. It's slowed down again already. So the actual throughput hasn't really changed. We've just put in a massive long buffer that comes all the way along here and looks absolutely ridiculous. But that's fine. So next, well, there's two things we need. One is I need a lot more of the foundation plate things because I've run out. My research into making my robot better has finished. So I've now got double the battery size I had before, but I didn't hang around for long enough for it to charge up, so it currently looks like it's empty. So that's an enormous quantity of steel. Let's get this up to at least 100, maybe a bit more than that before I... Maybe 120, there we go. And then lots and lots of stone bricks. These are stone... No, those are iron ingots, these are stone bricks. I've grumbled about the icons on these things before. The fact that... Partly the fact there aren't any on various ingots and bricks and things, so they're a bit hard to tell apart, and the glass as well. And also the fact that everything is just a cuboid. It's a bit of a nonsense, but what can you do? Right, make me some of these. That'll do. Okay, let's charge the new massive batteries up to full, and that'll be rather nice. See, down here it was about 400. I think I had 380 before. Now I've got something like 780, so that's going to be much better, much more power, opportunity to fly around and run my robots before I start to run out of power. So that's going to be very nice. So the next thing is going to be bringing copper into here. So for that, I think I'm going to put in a splitter in about here, and that means I need to put down a piece of foundation here, like that, maybe like that actually, then a splitter like this, yeah, put it there, I think that'll fit. Then I can run the belt into it from here and belt out of it like this along the side there. I then can't bring another belt in along here because this is where, well, I mean I could. See, the thing is, I could bring a belt. Oh, actually I've left a bigger gap than I thought I had. Alright, fine. This can be where the silicon comes in, and this can be where the electronics components go out. So that means I can now do the silicon in here. Sneeze. Sorry about that. Right, and then those can go straight across to there, but also onto there because I might need them somewhere else as well. I know there's no power here. I shall sort that momentarily. In fact, I'll do that now actually while I'm just standing here and thinking about it. So that can go there. That's going to annoy me if I ever need to double these machines up, but I can move it if I have to. That's fine, not a serious problem. Oh, and I need an input on the other side of that for the copper, like so. So, yeah, the next thing is I need to bring in
rare veins scatter around different planets, they will greatly improve production efficiency. So if you
Okay.
find them, collect them and put them as a part of industrial production.
Right. So that's if I want to use the turning candy floss into graphene recipe. That's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to do it for now, but sure, at some point, probably. How do I close you? Like that. Got you. Right. So the next point on the bus, we've got this is the crystal things. Yeah, probably. My bus seems to have got a bit gappy. I'm not sure how much of that is because I've not been building it up enough, and how much of it is just because I've been building it lazily. So, looking across here, there's a right. So there's something here. I don't. Oh, that's magnets here. But there's a gap here. This one all the way along here. This is a gap. So let's put a belt coming along here. This can be silicon. And then that means I'll probably put in a splitter and try and have my landing pad for the silicon over here. I'm assuming that I use a separate space elevator for each different resource at this point. We shall see. If my assumptions are incorrect, then so be it. Bringing in the graphite in the same place isn't going to be a serious problem anyway. So that means I'll then put one of these on the end of here. I put down too much. Not sure how much too much, but a bit too much. Put that in there. Oh, okay. No, hang on. Oh, right, okay. So whilst there's room for, there's room for a belt to sneak past one of these. There isn't room for another splitter to be right next. Isn't room for a splitter to be right next to another splitter. Okay, fair enough. Oh, one space elevator can do 5 things. Okay, that's convenient then. In that case, I shall bring this over here, and we can have. Oh well, turn and then go up. Then you stupid thing. If you can't do something, then don't do it. I'm not trying to make there. Right, that, then that, then I suppose this. Might as well stay at the lowest level I can. Then over here to here, and then down again. And right, this is the. Oh, for goodness sake! Ah, oh, I hate. I put the belt the wrong way around. On the plus side, if I put the storage box in here, so I'm going to use a storage box now, and then that will turn into a landing pad later when I have room for it. So I'm going to flat that. Hopefully, it's just gone as far as the. Yes, it has just gone as far as the splitter. Good. I was hoping it would. So we want that to go from there across here. Up to, because it has to. Down one to here, and then into there. Right, and then over here. Oh, pff, it didn't go in a straight line. Never mind. I actually don't think I care. So, oh yeah, excellent. So that goes there. Then in here, we'll put all of that silicon that I don't actually have anymore because I put it in my box of shame somewhere. Where's the box? There's the box of shame. That. Is that out of reach? It is out of reach. That one. Get all the silicon. Put it in this box instead. And we'll need some power over here as well. Pylon. There we go. Right, so we now have a belt of silicon coming over to somewhere. This one, good. That needs to come over to there. So let's remove a little bit of this before the silicon arrives. A bit more of that foundation. Then we need another one of these. So another one of these. There we go. Goes there or there. Either will work. Let's put it there because there's slightly more space. Feed the belt in. And then feed the belt out. In, out, in, out. Try and line them up. No, not that one. That one. Will it link? It will link. Excellent. Right. There we go. That should be a supply of silicon finished now. It doesn't seem to be because it's not working. Oh, there's a problem in the belt. What? Why is that belt going that way? I mean, obviously it's going to be because I put it that way when I was building it. But how? What? Why? Why? Just why? There we go. Silicon. Right. Good. So that's. Is that pro? No, that can't be pro. Oh no, I need green circuits as well to make the processors. So green circuits are this one. Yes. Bring that along to. Hang on, have I lost count of things? What do you? Yeah, so you do need green circuits. How am I going to? Let's. Green circuits are here, but that's going to be awkward to bring them along the back. I don't really want to do that. I thought I'd duplicate it, but no, that one's glass and that one's silicon. They just look exactly the same, apart from those being shiny. No. Down. Down, boy. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to bring the circuits in on the other side, so just over here. That's okay, I can do that. And then have a slightly longer exerter to get rid of the, to take the other things out. So that can go there, yeah, there. It's nice that the belts don't need foundation. That makes everything a lot easier. That goes over there. And then we'll have another belt across here just in case to put the processors on. But that means I can now put in the inserters like that and like that. Right. Phew, processors. That felt like quite a big effort. I mean, I already had at least had most of the materials, but the fact they're now being made and I've got some is rather satisfying. Okay, how am I getting on? So where does that bring me to in my list of things I need? So I've got the processors, communication control levels are okay. More drones, great. That's going to be good for when I'm laying out some of these ridiculously long belts. So that's those. So we're looking at the moment at the space elevators. That's this one. So I've now got everything except this, and that requires this, which requires this, which is water, stone, and processed oil by the looks of it. Good grief. I think I'm probably going to make those miles over there somewhere in the general processing area, but I think actually I'm going to call this the end of the stream at this point because I'm absolutely boiling. The room seems to be getting hotter and hotter, and it's getting a bit late. So I'm basically using a splitter each time I want to pull something off the bus. There may be, I mean, I could wind the belts in and out more. I could use longer inserters or something like that. But this felt like a good way to do it. So I mean, for example, this one. You might say this doesn't actually need a splitter at the moment because it's just one belt coming from here and going off that way. But at some point in the future, there's a reasonable chance I'll need glass again somewhere further down the bus. So at that point, I just run a belt out of the bottom of here and just carries on that way. So and then you've got a decent amount of the glass going that way and a decent amount going this way. Basically, it's the same way I'd build a main bus in Factorio. I've just copied that over into Dyson Sphere program because they're vaguely similar games, and I'm very, very familiar with Factorio. So basically, that's why. Yeah, so this will be added onto the main bus at some point to have so I've got processors available wherever I need them. I may do the same with the components. I haven't checked whether I'm going to need them anywhere else yet. I feel like maybe there'll be a reason I do. I don't know. We shall see. Um, I feel like one of the things that's been quite nice this stream, I feel like I've used the 3D-ness a little bit more in the game. So previously, I feel like a lot of what I've done, yeah, I've done little humps to get over things like this, but that sort of feels just equivalent to using the underground belts in Factorio. I'm only using 2 levels, but then today with some of this nonsense that I can't show you properly because I don't know how to rotate the camera. Not no, I don't know how to rotate the camera when I'm in map mode, so I can't show you what I'm trying to get at. Um, I know how to do it when I'm not in map mode, but when I'm in map mode, middle click and right click and drag. Okay, got it. So the controls are different in map mode because up yours. That's why. So down here, for example, I think I've got at least 3 belts stacked above each other in places. Um, or at least there's a general 3D tangle going on in all kinds of weird and wonderful ways, and that's sort of it wrecks my brain trying to plan it and think about it, and it's quite awkward to do with the control system being a little bit fiddly. But when you get it working, it is kind of satisfying, I have to admit. So yeah, there are some advantages of the weird 3D-ness of this game, but there are also something. It also is a bit painful on the old control system. Oh yeah, and having so I've got here, for example, I've got these belts going over this core patch, and then I've got this science belt going just over the top of those, so it's even higher up. And then and then over here, when I'm bringing in this iron belt. Okay, it's only going past one thing, but it had to go a bit higher up because these are buildings and they're a bit taller than the other belts, so it's at least too high, and so on. So there's various sort of 3D shenaniganery going on in here, which is sort of the point of this game, I guess, and what makes it different from Factorio. Apart from the fact that all the recipes are different and the machines are different and proportions are different, so and the general feel is different. The 3D-ness is what makes it most different, I would say. So yeah, I've things have gone reasonably well today. I think I got the yellow science up and running, which was my big thing I wanted to do. I went off to the other planet and I picked up a load more titanium, of which I've ripped through almost 1,000 of it already. I've gone in, I spent a load, and so to get the yellow science up and running, I had to make plastic in order to make these crystal things, in order to make these titanium crystals, I think they are, and then those can all be pumped into these machines to make the yellow science. So that worked quite nicely. And then I had massive hydrogen throughput problems and too much oil in this tank as well, although that's actually dropped a long way now. That was up at about 9,800 at its worst, or at its most, or plus the other 20,000 that's in the tanks below it. So I've managed to convert a lot of that oil into hydrogen by putting in some extra machines along here to give me a bit more throughput there, and then going in and fiddling with all of the priorities and the what order everything gets used in until the hydrogen that's coming out of here was being prioritized for making more hydrogen, and then when I finally had enough hydrogen being made, it would then let the overspill out and go down this long belt all the way down here over into the science area to be made into red science, which is getting through a lot of hydrogen. So yeah, that was a big deal. Boosted the iron ore production as well because there wasn't enough of that. Did lots of sort of increasing of things like the iron plates and especially the magnets here because I was getting through crazy quantities of these coils. So I think the big thing that I've done is I've got yellow science up and running and all of the prereqs for that. I've also got quite a lot of the prereqs for interplanetary transport done. I've got loads of research done, but generally there's been a lot of sort of general expansion in order to try and keep up with everything that I've been trying to make. So I think that's been quite good. I say the big headline is that I've got the yellow science up and running. Next stream, my big target is going to be to try and get the interplanetary transport system up and running. So that way I'll just have titanium arriving here rather than having to fly out there and grab it 5,000 at a time. I'll have the silicon arriving as well because we've already got through all of the silicon I put in here. That was all of the silicon I've got on this planet. Has now already poured down the bus and has gone into here, and I don't know if that's going to be enough to make all of the processes I'm going to need to get my interplanetary transport system up and running. I hope it is, because if it isn't, I'm going to have to go off and do another manual supply run, and that's a little bit annoying. But yeah, I think that's gone quite well. So thank you very much for watching. I should probably plug the channel sponsor a little bit here. So the channel is now sponsored by trefoil.be. If you want a gaming server, we tried out one of theirs on Monday when we were playing Minecraft. No, not Minecraft. When we were playing Factorio, and it worked really well. Finally, everyone's got decent pings. It's really we didn't had no problems whatsoever. It just worked after a bit of faffing around, making sure I had all of the right mods installed and everything. So yeah, can recommend them. Go to trefoil.be/Laurence Plays and then use Laurence Plays on as a code on checkout to get 20% off your first order. So yeah, please do that. Makes everyone happy. I get money, you get cheaper, they get customers, everybody's happy. um, also, come along back along on Monday for the aforementioned Factorio stream where we're playing space exploration with Crastorio 2. It's a big old mod pack. It's a little bit overwhelming, but we're making good headroads into it between the four of us. So that's a multiplayer stream, and I'd say it's going well. There'll be catch-up videos for this stream and the other stream over the weekend. So come along and watch those if you want to see what we've been up to and have a bit of a summary that will give you sort of a bit of an idea of what's been going on without having to watch the entire stream. They're good. I think I can recommend those. I don't think I have any plans for a Friday video this week. I just haven't had the time to make one, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, but I'll see how it goes next week and just what I can get, what I have the time to get done, and what I have the brain space for with the temperature being as what it's like at the moment as well. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, and good night, Martin Music. Thanks for watching.